am here. That was a weird track. Flint. Out of all the music I've played on stream, that was a weird track. I thought that was quite normal. That's my chill playlist. It's my chill vibes playlist. My normal things playlist. Oh my god, I'm swimming. What was I doing down here? I just loaded in like this. I don't remember. I don't remember what we were doing down here. Apparently swimming. Oh right! No, I remember. I was doing all the things. The event stuff to get Bennett. That's what. Oh! And now there's another one. I don't know, very trancey bit at the end, just stretched it a lot. People talking had like slightly weird office stream vibes. I thought it was nice. I like Trancy's tracks. It's not even in my trance playlist though. My trance playlist is very trancey. Very, very straight up like floor music and shit. What was I doing? I think we're supposed to go to here? I don't remember. I don't know what we were doing. Oh my god. Today was a really nice day. How is everyone? How is everyone? I got home. I was listening to the Always Sunny podcast, right? And there was this one episode. You don't have work today? Let's go! That's why we're doing the... Oh my god, that's so loud. That's why we're doing, random roulettes. Exactly. That's why we're doing random roulettes. I said that so loud. It was like in my ears. But yeah, I was listening to the podcast on my way to work. And I didn't realize. Turn down the sound. Is it too loud? Y'all have to tell me how loud it is because I have everything a lot softer on in my ear. How's that? How's that? Because I am in the orange to red on my volume meter, and Genshin is in the green. So I'm significantly louder than Genshin, according to my stream volume thing. I'm also speaking very close to the mic, because I don't want to scream at the mic. I don't know, I have everything all set up, right? I like to talk into the mic, so I don't have to scream. And then I usually like back off a bit when I'm yelling. Just a touch more? Okay. And then I rely on everyone else to be like, okay, I know it looks like this, but this is how it sounds to us. How's that? Because I want to hear the music. Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. So hard to pick that. Oh my god. Child is at 90. Do you see? Do you see at the bottom there? He's at 90. My first level 90 character. I'm so excited. Oh yeah, but speaking of music, so I was listening to the podcast and it was on the Nightman episode of Always Sunny, right? Which is one of my favorite episodes ever. So hard to pick them. Just one of my favorite episodes. And the episodes are so weird. I thought I was listening to music. I thought like I just kind of put my headphones on and just clicked the play button. So whatever my phone was last listening to, it would just play. And it started playing like this cute little piano track, and I was like, "Oh, this is nice." And then it was like, "This sounds really familiar, actually." And then I realized it was the start of one of the songs from the musical that they made. And then it went. Then I heard someone talk, and I was like, "Whoa, what is this?" And then I realized it was the podcast, but they started off with Charlie Day doing a little thing on the piano, and it was so cute. And I just heard it, so I just heard the conversation he had with one of the writers on the show, and then he was just like playing, and then I realized he mentioned what was his name? Sondheim, I think Sondheim. You know, the guy that wrote not Night in the Woods, Into the Woods, right? And
this place is pretty dead.
That's when Charlie Day mentioned that's what the musical is based off of. And so I was like, that's why I like that musical so much, because it's based off of Into the Woods, which is my favorite musical. Child is loud. He is very loud. I don't know why it's like that though, because I put the dialogue volume really loud,
Paimon,
but
coming in.
Oh my god.
Paimon, coming in. Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
But it shouldn't have been so much louder than the music. But anyway, that was like, it made me just really, really soft. And then I went home because I was listening to like that whole little introduction in my ear, but I didn't get to like visualize it. He was on par with my volume. Damn, child. Hold yourself. Chill out. Chill out, bro.
No time to lose.
Okay, I knocked him down a peg. He should be a bit softer. But yeah, and it just kind of like, you know, I just really liked it. Because I fucking love Into the Woods. It is my favorite musical. The Nightman ep was the only one I mostly watched. It was really good. Can I show you like a little bit of that? Can I show you a little bit? It's just that one little moment. It was just really cute and I really want to share it. Like, I'm just thinking about, like, I was thinking about it all day at work. And then the second I got home, I like ran to my computer and I like played, because it's a podcast, but they actually have cameras. So they upload it on YouTube and you can actually see what's going on. And it was such a cute, it was so cute. I love Charlie Day so much. Like, he's just so... Thanks, Flint. Thank you. Flint's allowed it. He's allowed it. I can play it. Okay, I'm gonna play it on a different track though. So just in case. Just in case I don't want to deal with like any stuff.
I wonder what the rest of the harbingers are up to.
Child, not right now. Yeah, because it is straight up music. I mean, it's not technically from the play, but it is still music. And it is on a different track, so we are safe. Okay, here it is. Just Charlie Day. Charlie Day. He's so precious. So that's Meg. She's one of the writers on the show. Look at him! My boy. He tried to whistle a song right there. So this is one of the songs from the actual musical that he made. I love this little doot doot. It's so cute. This was my favorite song in the musical. I mean, the actual song is really fucked up, but, you know. Like, the lyrics are really fucked up. But the actual melody is so cute. I love him. Why is he so perfect, though? This is a bit that I really liked. This makes me think of Into the Woods. It's not an actual song from Into the Woods, by the way. I love him. This is so Into the Woods core, right? I love this.
Yeah. By which I mean,
I
nothing to
love
kill.
him. I love him so much, dude. Why is he just so perfect? Okay. Let's pop that away. Oh man, Charlie Day. Charlie Day. Why is he just good at everything? I hate it. I hate it. Okay. Thank you for letting me share that. I was gonna cry otherwise. I needed to get that out. That's so Into the Woods core, right? Like I was listening to that on the bus and my coworker was sitting next to me and I was like, literally my face was just, I was just like smiling the whole way to work. Like, like of course, like, and then the rest of the podcast is him, like they're just talking about the actual play, right? And there's this really nice moment where he mentions Sondheim again at some point, and then one of the other cast members is like, they got the guy who made Hamilton in that podcast. It's a really good episode. The actual podcast episode. It's a really good podcast episode. And they discussed, because he mentioned it again, they were like, oh, since you keep mentioning Sondheim, Lin-Manuel Miranda, yep. He's in that episode.
I wonder what the rest of the Harbingers are up to. Plotting and scheming on an ever grander scale, no doubt.
But yeah, so he mentioned like he used to play a couple of he was in like a couple of like little plays at school, but his first big like interest in musicals came from Into the Woods, which is like, that's me. That's what I was like, wow, music can make you feel things. Because that's when he was like, yeah, like when I listened to that play, I was like, you know, it just made me feel shit. And like, it's just like, you know, and that's why there are so many bits from Nightman Cometh that just felt very Sondheim. You know, like the little leitmotifs and everything. I don't know, it was just really good. And yeah, Lin-Manuel Miranda, I think he was under Sondheim, so he studied under him, so he actually knew him, which is kind of crazy. And he talked about that for a bit. It's just a really good episode. It makes me want to rewatch. They actually did it, so the cast actually did a live performance of that musical that they made in the show. They also did like that musical in one take, and then they did like a separate shots to, you know, flesh out some of the scenes a bit more, but most of it was done just like in one go. And then they did like a whole tour where they did it live at different auditoriums, which is also so cool. So it became a whole fan production, well, official production, but like a nice little like fan meetup thing. I don't know. It just made me really happy. Thank you for listening to me ramble about that. Where are we going? What are we doing? Okay, we're going over there. By the way, I went to the top. I went all the way up to Farina's tower. I sat on the roof, but I couldn't go into her room because I didn't know where it was. So I gave up. I tried though. Chode. Oh, Chode. He's so perfect. Chode is so perfect.
It's right up ahead, but let's make sure we weren't followed first.
I've been keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted anyone suspicious thus far.
Huh, very good. But let's not let our guard down for now.
I shall find rooms for our respected guests.
Thank you, Malus. Now, let's continue, traveler.
I will follow you anywhere. What is this? Whoa! What is this? The sewer? Oh my god, it's Cat's home! Guys, it's Cat Gravity Rush's home. Why is it always France? Why do people always live in sewers in France? What is up with that? Oh my god. Are we for real living in a sewer? Girl? What is this? Gatekeeping plumbing? Wait, no. I combined those two sentences. Gatekeeping, not France living. What the heck? Princess of Plumbing. Wait. Does she live here? No way she does. No, she doesn't. I'm gonna steal. Child Echo. Oh my god. No. No, she doesn't.
No time to lose.
Actually, I think we could. Down here, at least. Oh my god. No, wait, this is kind of cool. This is kind of cool, though. Yo, it's flushed away! This is like a fancy version of a Cat Gravity Rush's house. Oh, it's like not Le Havina. Le Algona! It's like Le Algona. See, underneath the earth. Pinky. So cool! Flushed away core!
Alright, now we're talking.
Oh my god, Child Echo. Bro, okay, why is Fontaine literally the coolest?
Just say what you mean. No problem's too big to solve.
Got a problem? Could you solve any problem? Theoretically, I do not believe there is any problem that can only be solved by force. When we of the Spina di Rosula Act, I'm certain it will be able for things as small as living supplies or housing affairs to matters as large as factional disputes and savings. The Spina will do it all it can for you. Are we actually? Is this really her base? It's under. It's in the sewers? No
guess
way.
I'm finally on the right path.
No way. His feet are just slapping around. Why his feet in
this is your
particular?
base? It's not quite what Paimon imagined.
The Echo.
Your accommodations
She lives in
have
the
been
toilet.
arranged. Under the present circumstances, I can confidently say it's the best we have.
Oh my god. So much for my expectations. Thank you.
Well, our funds have been a little tight lately.
No.
After all, we don't allow illegal or unethical profiteering. In fact, our funds often come from citizenry who support us.
Oh,
Seems
Navia.
like it's tough times for everyone.
She
But
cares
if you
about
have
the
to support
people.
the people, that does sound like it's worth it.
She just cares.
To be honest, our financial situation was a lot better back when my father was in charge a few years ago. I'm afraid I'm not quite his equal.
Your father, he was the previous boss of Spina di Rosula, right? How did he...
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me to explain.
Oh.
No, I'll explain it myself. I suppose I couldn't run from this topic forever. And as partners, this is something I hope they can understand. My father's name is Callus. Yes, the same one they call Callus the Unfaithful in the streets.
Oh.
3 years ago, he was accused of murdering his own friend.
No.
But he chose a duel to defend his honor instead of standing trial.
A duel?
He died in the duelist's ring.
Oh no.
Well, I guess that's what you can kind of expect
I
from a
do
duel.
not believe my father was a murderer. I'm sure he was set up. At the time, I believed that if he only
Oh,
stood
right, they-
trial and was duly investigated, something amiss would crop up and prove his innocence.
I forgot that they do duels to like to solve verdicts and shit. Like they have that option, and then if they fail, they get taken to trial or they die.
But strangely, he not only requested the duel himself, but rumor has it that even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel, he refused to surrender, determined to die in the arena. 3 years later, I still don't understand why he did that. How could he protect his honor if he's dead? If anything, he gave up his chance to defend himself.
It does seem quite odd.
The closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the serial disappearances case at the time of his death.
Oh.
So that's why you're so determined to get to
that's
the
why
bottom of
she's
that
so
case.
obsessed.
That's right. I've also tried to investigate the murder my father was implicated in.
Ooh.
I haven't found a single new clue in my countless reviews of the investigation records. However, I believe that if the murder case is related to those behind the disappearances, they must know something. I must know what really happened. Was my father coerced? Framed? Even if he really did kill his friend, I must get to the truth. If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact that my mother died due to complications when giving birth to me. And now, here I am investigating his death. You really are a handful, aren't you, Papa?
Papa! Speaking the truth for the sake of your family. Oh, you know, we're quite alike in this regard.
Demoiselle, please, if there is anything I can do, anything at all.
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone.
Oh.
There are none whom I respect more than the two of you, Demoiselle. Master Callus did so much good in life, yet all it took was one murder case for him to be dubbed Callus the Unfaithful. Even our supporters decreased greatly due to that incident, hence our strained finances at present.
Melis is perfect.
If Callus was such a good man, wouldn't people at least be a little suspicious when he was accused?
No. Perhaps people just revel in that kind of drama. It's not something exclusive to people from Fontaine, really. Everyone's like that. People love watching the evil turn over a new leaf, but they also enjoy watching good people fall into an abyss from one slip-up just as much.
But how could... never mind. If Callus was really falsely accused, we have to find the truth. He didn't deserve to have that happen to him.
There is one other thing.
He's just
Master
so
Callus's
extra, but I kind of
opponent
like
in the
it.
duel was Ms. Clorand.
Oh!
What?
Well, then... isn't that as good as saying that
Killed her
she was the one who
papa.
killed him?
No wonder the mood was a little strange between the two of you.
Yeah. That's not the sort of thing that you can just let go and move on from.
Ms. Clorand has always placed great emphasis on the honorable nature of the duel. If her opponent doesn't yield, she will not stop either. She knew Master Callus beforehand and greatly respected him, but seeing how he was resolute in the arena, there was only ever one choice she could have made.
It's not that I don't understand her at all, but I just can't deal with this yet.
I mean, that's
Don't
also
worry,
fair. You don't have
Nadia.
to like anyone.
Paimon knows how you feel.
Even if it's
You
rash.
don't have to force yourself to do that.
Like, even if you know that it's like that, like, they didn't mean to kill them. Like, it's not like they didn't go out of their way to kill them. It's just like the way of the deal, right? Even if you know that, I'd still be upset at the person that did it. Like, whether they meant to or not, I'd be like, well, I ain't over it. I don't care why or how. I'm still mad.
Afterward, Miss Cloran told us that at the start of the duel, Master Callus requested that she ensure Demoiselle Navia's safety.
That indicates that he intended to die in that duel.
Yes, that is our understanding as well.
Oh, Papa. What madness drove you to ask the person who killed you to take care of me? All right, anyway, that's the information I wanted to share with you. Even if it did sound like I was just complaining towards the end.
Navia! No, don't be upset. It's all right. I understand how important this is for you.
Thanks. You two should go and rest. This was quite a day after all.
Yeah. Paimon's beat.
Please, relax and get some sleep. We will ensure you rest soundly.
In the sewer? In my sewer home? Oh my, what room? I have a room? What the heck? The heck is this? This place gotta be stink. Ooh, what's that? Money! Are there things floating underneath? Can I grab them? I think that might just be junk. It's so real. You know what I really like about this? This might be such a weird thing to point out, but I love the bricks in this area. It just feels very real. Like, it reminds me a lot of European architecture. You know, like, it reminds me of actual France. And even England in some places. Like, this sort of, like, red stone. I don't know. It feels real. It feels homely. The sewer feels homely, and I don't like that. I'm gonna go to bed. The main mix of Fontaine is England, France, and Italy. Oh, that's probably why.
So well.
That's probably why I like this place a lot.
This place feels almost too
Everything just
safe.
feels very nice and comfy.
Navia? Where did the other two go?
I sent them back to Poisson.
Curls.
It's Spina de Rosula's place of
curls
origin,
are so
and where we have our
cute.
headquarters. There's not much for them to do here at the moment.
Paimon gets the feeling that you're just trying to get them off your back.
Damn. Also,
But never mind that. When did you get back? Were you waiting here the
fish.
whole time?
It is fish.
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did some investigating yesterday regarding the name Vacher.
Wait, so you didn't sleep at all?
How could I after having such critical
Navia?
new evidence appear?
Guess Paimon wasn't speaking for everyone just now, huh?
Navia, girl, you need your rest.
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. It doesn't seem to have a match anywhere. I suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle. But that does prove that this Vacher person is a key witness in the incident.
Does that mean we're too late, though?
No. There is one ray of hope. One place in Fontaine that they would find almost impossible to threaten, no matter how much they wanted to. And that is the archives kept by Chief Justice Neuvillette. A place where detailed files on all the cases in recent years are kept. If the Oceanid you met is one of the young women who went missing recently, we should be able to find some related information there.
So Neuvillette maintains an archive of case files? Whew.
Steal!
The hard-working Chief Justice for you. In that case, let's go talk to him, shall we?
Oh, right. Talk. I was thinking steal, but we can, I guess,
Aren't you coming along, Navia? Did you get tired?
No, it's nothing. Let's go see the Honorable Chief Justice.
They say his name weird? Well, he is weird, so he deserves it. Heist! 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 Let's go, let's go, let's go!
I guess I'm finally on the right path.
He's lovely. Be nice to him. I'll try.
It's way more fun.
What's up with this? Whoa, why do I have so many of these? In order to look for more information about your sibling, you and Paimon decide to visit Nahida. You hear people discussing something. Interesting. Interesting. I don't think I can do either of those anyway. How nice to see you, Neville. I said I'll try and be nice! I'll try! I'll try really, really, really hard.
The palais is right up ahead. Come on.
I can't believe we started off stream in a sewer. That is so fitting. That's so fitting for me. And everything. And life. We all start in a sewer. Look at how bouncy her curls are. Like, I just can't stop looking at them. Her drills are perfection. It's like two
Please state
croissants.
your business here. The Chief Justice is presently occupied with
Of
official
an accent to Neville. Neville?
This place does look
Navia.
pretty heavily guarded. Guess that proves that Neverlet's files are really secure.
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Whoa! She put so much force in that.
Who are you? Just to be clear, I don't care who you are or who you might be related to. Our rules
Damn.
make no
Wow.
exceptions.
See? They've got great discipline, too.
Great discipline.
Yep. Paimon can tell.
If you're here just to crack jokes, I can point you towards the exit. Unlike some, we're busy, so please leave if you don't have a reason to be here.
No. What I meant to say is, shouldn't you remember us from a few days ago? We were at the trial of the great magician Linny.
Oh, yes, I remember. I read about it in the Steambird. You must be Linny's attorneys. It's all coming back to me now.
Yep.
We're here today to report and archive some information on a follow-up case.
Huh. Is that even a thing?
Of course. Don't worry. We're here on official business. You can trust us.
Yeah,
Right
trust.
then, I'll let you through. The Chief Justice is just inside.
That worked.
Thanks so much.
Damn. Let's go. Knock on door.
Please come in.
Oh, it worked. I don't know why I thought that wouldn't work.
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur Nervalet. We only lied to get in because
New
we didn't know any other way.
It's all right. Please let me know how I may be of assistance to you.
So you're not mad at us?
We're looking for a man called Vache. He may have been an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. If we can find him, we may be able to unearth some key information on the case.
Ah, I see. In that case, please wait here a moment while I browse through the files.
Who knew that Nervalet would be so easy to talk to?
Don't disappoint my girl. Not the static clock.
Unfortunately,
You don't even say
I'm
that!
quite certain that no one by the name of Vache has been involved in any case, criminal or civil, in the past several years.
Useless.
There are no records of him either in the files or in my memory.
I guess that's that. We're back to square one. Because someone didn't... I mean... Because he tried really hard. And he couldn't find it. And that's not his fault. And I shouldn't be so mean.
Traveler, what if it was really just a dream?
Are
Is
you
that so?
gaslighting me?
All right then. Thank you so much, Monsieur Neuvillette. We'll take our leave now.
No! She's so sad. You've disappointed her!
Ahem. Miss Navia, I can understand how you feel.
You don't have feelings. I
Your
mean...
father, Callus,
yes,
was a
you
truly
do.
exceptional man. We deeply regret his passing.
And what are you trying to say, Monsieur Neuvillette? Are you trying to console me? Extend your sympathy? Or just express some tendril of regret? No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice.
That's what I said!
There's no emotion behind your words.
That's what I said!
You only said those things because you felt like you should.
I told you! Oh, we are on the same page! We share brainwaves! I told
It's
you,
just
Sky
like last
feels
time.
nothing.
After my father took his place in the duelist ring, I pushed through the guards to talk to you as a last resort. You even told me then that you thought there was something fishy with the case, yet you still allowed the duel to go ahead. In
Navia!
your eyes, the value of a human life is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear. If you truly regret my father's death, then why didn't you call a stop to the duel? Why didn't you give me the power to stop him from throwing his life away? Why did you just let him die, despised and hated by all? Everything was hanging on a thread at that moment. Just the tiniest effort could have changed everything. There are still so many things I never got to tell him. So many questions he still owes me answers to.
No!
If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes. I, Navia, will show you the true meaning of regret.
Your revenge drama! Let's go!
I'm sorry, Miss Navia.
We will destroy you.
You and my father are truly alike. You keep all kinds of things in your heart and never say a word to anyone. It's not so much that you can't feel, but that you would never express anything.
This is why I hate stoic people.
In any case, everyone already knows full well the apathy of the Chief Justice. My apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
Let's go! I'm gonna egg him later on. Just for you, Navia.
Navia, are you okay?
It's raining! No!
Rain. It's raining.
You're right. Wasn't it still sunny when we went into the building? And there shouldn't be any active trials today. How strange.
Now that I think of it, on the day my father was convicted of murder, it was also raining.
Rain.
What is it? Did you think of something?
Your father's case. Was he outside when it happened?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. Why? Do you think the rain could have affected the crime scene? That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that. didn't find
I
anything
love
of
her
value.
giant hat. Oh, it's so cute. And there was something you didn't know at the time.
Oh? Wait. You don't mean...
The fact that people can be turned into water.
So you're saying that the true murderer could have been turned into water and then got washed away with the rain? Yeah. And if that's what had happened, then no one would have believed your dad, even if he explained what he saw to the authorities.
I really think I found a true genius for a partner. You're completely right. How did I not connect the dots earlier?
Only
All right,
genius.
let's go to Poisson. With this new lead
Poisson?
in mind, we'll get to the bottom of my father's case for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna make progress for sure this time.
Do you want to go with me now?
Yes.
Or do you want to head over by yourself later?
We should go while the idea is still fresh. Let's go together. Yeah, the idea of people being turned into water is so fucked up, though. Also, yeah, it's really sad that he's feeling sad, and I feel really sad for him.
Great. Let's go then.
Oh my god, we're going to fish! I bought the recipes for the fishing bait. Oh damn, she did just like teleport me here. I've actually been here already. Well, I passed by it. Sleepy and Fee trying so hard to swing harder in the opposite direction. I'm trying. I told you I'm trying.
Yeah.
I told you I feel sad for him. Feeling sad. Definitely. Oh my god, this is just bro! But this is just like Lealgona.
What can I get you?
Look at this, like the metal stuff and everything. It being like at the bottom of, you know, the city. I'm kind of, sort of, it's kind of just on the side, not really on the bottom. Feeling sad, just like you feel sad. Yeah, I'm not able to express it, you know, like, just like him. I just can't, you know, get it out there. Oh, the sun went away, because I'm feeling so sad. That's why. This is so cool. I love this. It is! It's just like Lealgona! He's got layers.
Whoa.
I'm sure he does.
What a huge ship!
Wait, full bully!
Anchored at a place like this.
I don't want to be a bully. He
There's
just
no need to be so surprised.
he just brings it out of me.
While it may look
It's
like
unintentional.
a ship, it's actually
I'm serious.
Spina di Rosula's
I
headquarters.
don't mean it. I don't mean
My
it.
father was the one
don't
who
mean to
asked for
bully
it to
him.
be built like this. Perhaps
Yeah,
our
we'll see when
taste
we
in
peel back the
exterior
layers.
design is the only thing we occasionally had in common. A gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest.
Yeah, until then
It
we
symbolizes
bully.
Spina di Rosula's bright and limitless
Especially
future.
Flint, the biggest bully here. Oh, she's so wonderful. I think I'm starting to get why you like it.
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when
Poisson.
you said Spina di Rosula had a glorious past. Paimon was confused why a group with such a history would live in the sewers. But now that Paimon has seen this ship for herself, she's been
Poisson.
convinced.
I'm getting a bit of an
Poisson
Italy
is where
reference
Spina di
here.
Rosula began, after all.
You live
It's
like
our main
that.
base, our home.
She lives in the ship! She is a captain! Oh my god, we were right! We were right! Because we were like, girl, why you got like a ship wheels on your dress? Everything else makes some. Oh my god, what? It's a fish! It's a giant fish!
You get hit by my wrench. It's your own darn fault.
Okay. Okay. That's why I got steering wheels on your hip. Oh my goodness. I love it. Look at it. It's like a really poorly put together, fixed up ship. But like the top bit looks so fancy. Because she lives on a ship. I am so in love. So pretty. Melus!
Melus, we're back!
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle, and our most important partners. You said before that you still had some business at the court. What brings you back to Poisson so quickly?
Here. What are you on about?
About that. It's because my partner here reminded me of something really important. You see, what if my father's case had something to do with water from the primordial sea? You still remember, right, Melus? On that night, it was raining?
Yes, the case was quite similar to that of Mr. Linney's. Both were what you'd call impossible murders.
Could the mastermind be the same person?
Could you tell us a bit more about what happened before?
Yeah, of course. Many years ago, something called synth began to gain popularity in Poisson. At a glance, it was a kind of drink that could
Ships don't lie.
excite your mood and produce many pleasant hallucinations.
Wait! Didn't that guard guy who turned into water also mention that the primordial water could be used to produce some kind of potion?
Yes, he did. Considering what we know now, it's almost certain that synth is created using water from the primordial sea. If you drink synth for an extended amount of time, you'll suffer many side effects, such as losing the ability to focus or control your emotions. And if you were to stop drinking it completely, you'll experience flashes of paranoia and anxiety while lacking energy to do anything. It's an extremely dangerous substance.
Oh, it's like in Persona 3!
My father was compelled to put a stop to synth abuse and called for a complete ban of it.
Boss's uncompromising attitude incurred the synth vendor's wrath, but no matter how much they threatened or bribed him, he refused to yield. Not only that, Boss became determined to find the mastermind behind the synth operation and put an end to the problem once and for all.
Yes, but the enemy was very cunning. So he could never get anything out of the dealers, all of whom only sold the stuff and weren't privy to the rest of the operation. Recognizing that, my father decided to contact the dealers in secret and cultivate personal relationships with them. Finally, he was able to convince someone to become his informant. The man's name was Jacques. He felt greatly ashamed about his work after seeing many families destroyed by synth abuse. That night, my father hosted a banquet at his countryside estate. He planned to meet up and exchange information with Jacques over some food. But then, we heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard.
The duel.
We raced to the scene and found my father, still holding a gun.
Oh, never mind.
And Jacques, who was already dead on the ground.
Huh? How did that happen? Aren't they on
He
the
was
same
framed.
side?
Sounds just like Lenny's case, doesn't it? In both cases, the culprit seemed obvious, but neither appeared to have any motive at all. Looking back on it, though, I now believe the most important clue was something we all overlooked at the time. There were pieces of clothing left at the scene.
They could have belonged to someone who got dissolved.
Precisely. It's all thanks to you that I made the connection now.
Oh!
Back then, we all just thought they were some costumes that Jacques used to disguise himself at the banquet. But, considering it now, it's almost certain that they belong to a third person at the scene. With one extra person, we'll also need to reconsider why the 2 shots were fired.
Maybe your father got into an argument with Jacques, but it's also possible that the third person was to blame.
You're right.
I think it's a third person.
We still don't know
I
what
love
happened.
my third persons.
But my intuition tells me that we're on the right track to figuring it all out. I'm finally headed towards the truth.
Jacques was an empathetic man who was infinitely remorseful for his past actions. It's unlikely that he turned on Boss with 0 warning. I think this third person is probably the key to the full truth. On that note, however, even though this will not please you, demoiselle, as your and your father's butler, I must still offer a word of warning. Our opponent is insidious and cruel. They are extremely difficult to deal with, and Boss has already lost his life trying to bring them to justice. Even though Spina de Rosula has lost most of its former glory, Poisson has welcomed a new time of peace, and we have been allowed to live out our lives. There is no need to follow your father's path. It would be both wise and in line with Boss's wishes to step back and give up on the case.
If that's indeed what he wished for, then he should have told me that himself. Was I not the closest person to him? And yet, I was the one most kept in the dark. What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Did he manage to protect anything in the end? Synth is still here. Callus the Unfaithful is still his epithet. And Spina di Rosula is barely getting by. Nothing has changed. Did he think I'd just accept his meaningless death and live out my life just as meaninglessly? I've never accepted that. Ever. Not since that day, and certainly not now.
Yeah.
I want to find out the real answer for everyone's sake. For the missing girls, for the victims, and for myself.
Navia.
This is indeed the best moment to act. Your partner appears to be quite reliable, and more importantly, demoiselle, I think you're also ready to take this on.
So you do know something else, Maloose.
Ooh.
Yes, I do. In fact, even before that banquet, Boss already knew of the connection between Synth and the serial disappearances case. But what drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the revelation that you, demoiselle, had been selected as the next target to disappear.
What?
Whoa!
Boss also didn't tell you that he had been diagnosed with a rare illness. The doctors told him that he had no more than 5 years left to live. And the serial disappearances case caused him great anxiety. 5 years was nowhere near enough time to resolve this long-standing conflict. But once he passed away,
They just
all
dropped
the
that out of
danger would
nowhere.
pass on to you. Knowing all of this,
This is like a full-on
he decided
K-drama.
to use one final
Like this sudden
intimidation
illness.
tactic before his death.
The serial
He
murders.
claimed to have already gotten his hands on some key incriminating evidence for the other side,
Oh my god.
and even told some members of Spina de Rosula about the details. But as long as you remained safe, he would not share the evidence with the public. If something were to happen to you, then he and all those he told would immediately expose all they knew about Synth and the disappeared victims.
Right, so nobody would be able to get off scot-free.
As we've seen, Boss's tactic has worked. Even though Boss has been gone for a long time, the other side has not tried to take Demoiselle's life.
No, I don't believe it. He never appeared to look sick to me.
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard, especially someone as proud as Boss. To him, dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as the unfaithful were still far preferable than losing face in front of his daughter.
So he chose to die in silence, so that he could protect me.
I'm afraid you're not understanding this correctly, demoiselle. What Boss wanted to hand to you was not a parasol, but a sword. If Boss's spirit could hear you telling me that you want to find the answer for the sake of everyone involved, I'm sure he'd be extremely proud.
That fool. Couldn't he have just given it to me straight? No. He might have set up everything precisely because he never thought I'd be able to understand him. Is that the amount of confidence he had in me? And what if I was never able to make it to where I am now?
Navia. I love it. She's gone full K-drama mode. The melodrama and everything. He gave you the choice to live how you want.
Yeah. I suppose that's true. With the way he'd set things up, if I had wanted, I could have just lived out my life without a care in the world. But thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. In this case, he really didn't need to give me an easy way out. Huh. Malus, what was the key evidence that he shared with you?
It's the location where synth is produced. Essentially,
Oh.
it's the enemy's headquarters.
Oh.
When he was threatening the enemy, boss didn't share
This is giving me
the
Arcane
specifics
vibes in
of
a
the
bit.
incriminating
Like, just a
evidence he
little bit.
found. But if you want to use it against the enemy, you'll still have to take several things into consideration.
Why? If we know where the place is, can't we just go storming in?
I think
You
it's just
mustn't
the...
forget that we're fighting against a mysterious and dangerous organization that's been in operation for decades.
What's that pink
There's
stuff
no
called again?
telling what might be lying in wait at their headquarters. We also have no idea what kind of evidence we may be able to find inside,
Shimmer?
nor what people we may be able to capture.
It's the shimmer stuff.
But a single visit to their headquarters would be tantamount to a formal declaration of war. The worst case would be that we leave empty-handed, but also open ourselves up to full retaliation.
Then, in that case, why not work with the Fontaine authorities?
Well, you saw one of them dissolve during Mr. Linney's case. We have no idea just how thoroughly they may have been infiltrated.
Huh. That's true. Seems my father really had no choice. But things are different now. It should be a lot easier to prove the other side's guilt, now that we've connected Synth with the disappearances case.
You sound like you've put a lot of thought into this, Malus.
Malus.
I am the butler, after all.
You are the
I live
butler!
but to serve the boss and demoiselle's will.
You are!
I've always been willing to take on any kind of risk for your sake.
He is
But
so
considering
good.
my relative lack of ability, I've spent my time keeping secrets, performing basic investigations, and waiting
He is such
for the
a good
right
butler.
time to come.
Honestly.
Thank you for all of that,
Old man
Malus.
butler is my favorite type.
Have you discovered anything new in the past few years?
Let me think. One conclusion I came to was that the enemy must be quite familiar with Spina di Rosula, or at least have an informant planted here. When I announced orders to the organization's members on Demoiselle's behalf, I used to deliberately keep a few people in the dark and observe the reactions of the synth
Subterfuge,
vendors.
butler.
If the vendors didn't change their plans, then the individuals informed of our orders must be innocent. If the vendors packed up and fled, however, then someone must have given them the news. After several rounds of testing and investigative tracing, I've narrowed the suspect list down to 3 people. The first is Florent, Spina di Rosula's senior advisor.
One of our own.
Huh? Florent?
Yes, surprising, isn't it?
One of our
He was
own.
one of the people Boss trusted the most, which also means that he was someone who understood Boss really well. Thanks to his position within Boss's innermost
Oh, no.
circle, he always knew our upcoming plans and
He's
could
just
thus
got
avoid
everything.
capture this whole time.
He's just got a whole
There's
list.
someone else like him too. Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabriere.
I love how these are all just basic
Uncle
NPCs.
Marcel.
Wouldn't it be so funny if, like, you know, he lists off all of these guys, and then one of the people that he lists off is like, is just like fully rendered, like high quality character model and everything. It's like, I wonder which out of these, which one out of all of these guys could be the important one. Who could be the killer? I don't know. I don't know who it could be. What's this
It's a guild in
confrérie?
Poisson. Boss helped it to grow to its current size and prominence. In the beginning, they were only reselling some daily goods, but now they're one of the richest guilds around with a lot of business connections in the city.
So, they're like a sister organization of Spina di Rosula?
Yes, you can say that. When we were fighting against the synth dealers, they provided us with plenty of support. It's a bit difficult to imagine someone using their own money to hunt down themselves.
The final suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating
he's
information
got a
between
hat.
Spina di Rosula and the guards. Although the guards mostly leave us to our own
They're all
devices,
basic bitches. I
there
hope
are
none of
still
these
many
guys are the
activities
killer.
we have to report to the local authorities. Since Thierry is always in the know about our current activities, he could theoretically always plan one step ahead.
I see. These are all people who I communicate with quite regularly. To think that the enemy we've been fighting against has been right next to me all along, among those I trust the most. It's almost too hard to believe.
If you want to investigate them, please take every precaution to not alert the quarry. Judging from our experience, the enemy is extremely cautious.
Of course.
Yeah, if they got
And
away
thank you,
with it for
Malus.
so long.
You've provided us with a lot of great information.
You're too kind, my lady. I'm just doing my duty.
My lady.
And before I forget, proving Boss's innocence would also mean clearing him of blame in Jacques' death. After that incident, Jacques' wife and daughter were taken into the Spina's care. They still live in Poisson today. If it might help, you could also pay them a visit. I can make the necessary arrangements.
Oh, thank you so much, Malus. You really are the best.
A new case awaits, my dear partner.
Leave it to me.
I hope we can work together to uncover the truth and end this case once and for all.
Oh, yes! We're doing more investigation! Let's go! Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Eee! This is such a cool ship. This is such a cool ship. I love investigation. Hey, there's a cat. I love investigations. It's like my favorite thing. Alright, child. Let's go investigate. Wait! No, we can't. No, we can't investigate. We can't investigate yet.
Just saying, if you play with fire, you're gonna get burned.
Now we can investigate.
Yep. They might have it good for a while, but it ain't gonna last.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's do this. Ooh, I found a grove. This is so pretty. There's something about really dingy and shitty looking places that just have this kind of special aesthetic about them. That's why I love Cat's sewer house. It's just so, you know, it's just, it's trash, but it's like my trash. Very steampunk. Very, very steampunk. Oh, I can fish. Poisson! Of course they have fishing rods everywhere. Let me fish. I haven't found any fishing places. Shut up.
Yep.
There's nowhere to craft anything. Shut up, Kava. I have important things to do. I don't want to hear you whining. I have investigations. Okay, where is this man? Where are my suspects? What? No! Maçon. Maçon.
It
Oh my
is
god, this
settled.
striped shirt guy in the
Please
background.
excuse me and enjoy your conversation at your leisure.
Thank you for arranging everything for us, Malus.
Excuse me, miss. Do you need anything from us?
Kid looks so annoyed. You okay, Del? He looks so angry. Why is she so angry?
Navia's all quiet. This isn't like her at all.
Let's not bother her for now.
I'm sorry that I only came to visit after all this time. After what happened, I didn't know how I was supposed to face the two of you.
Oh no.
If it's about that, there's no need to apologize. After my husband died, Spina di Rosula sent us a lot of mora and support. I understood your guilt and apology to be genuine.
Oh.
But aren't all of those things nothing compared to the loss of Jacques? I can understand the kind of pain that comes with losing a father so needlessly.
You don't understand at all.
I didn't know how to face you, because I didn't know what I could possibly bring as a consolation gift. I know only the full truth could bring closure to you, and to all of us.
Mm-hmm.
This kid is so angry. I can get
sorry.
why.
I appreciate the sentiment. But you
She
don't
does
have
think
to
that her
carry
dad
all that
killed her
guilt.
dad, so
On the
I
matter
can
regarding my
understand.
husband, my daughter and I have more or less found our answer already.
She's gonna try and kill
Would
her.
you mind sharing it with me? I really can't believe that my father could ever bring himself to shoot Jacques.
I always knew that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless times that if he could turn back the clock, he would never go into the synth business again. He had many regrets, and felt that he took the idea of providing for his family too literally. For the longest time, he thought Mora was everything. So when Mr. Callis came to him with a proposal, he accepted it almost immediately. He tried to be as careful as he could, but even so, he was still found out by the higher-ups.
They found out about his betrayal?
Papa didn't say that exactly, but Papa did tell me that I should never be ungrateful.
Before he left that day, he told me that he had no choice. It was only later that I realized it was his final farewell to the two of us.
Wait. Does that mean someone ordered Jacques to take out Callus?
I don't know that for sure, but you could say that's the conclusion I eventually came to.
Oh.
Which is why I'm the one who should feel guilty. Callus had always taken great care of us, both when he was still alive and after he passed away. Even if he fired the shot that killed my husband, it was likely in self-defense. It is impossible for me to hate him for what he had done.
But Mama, why is Papa still the bad guy if he did the right thing? Papa always wanted to be a good man, so why did he have to do a bad thing in the end?
Well, things aren't always as they seem. You still feel like your papa was a good man, right?
Yeah, Papa was a really good man. The best in the whole world.
Then you should hold on to that. If a good man had to do a bad thing, then he must have had his reasons. Regardless of whether he left you a parasol or a sword. He must have done so to give you a better life.
Oh.
Thank you for everything you've told me. I will definitely find the truth. The current state of things is not something I'm willing to just sit back and accept.
Thank you. I'm very grateful to hear this from you. Even though your personality is quite different from your father's, your determination when you speak is really similar.
Aww.
You really think so? That's the first time anyone said that to me.
So, Jacques' family believes that he had struggled greatly with the order to kill Callus. Did Callus act in self-defense, or was there more? I don't think he even tried to kill him.
I'm fine. Don't worry. Let's investigate the 3 suspects next. Florent should be nearby, and we should be able to find Thierry and Uncle Marcel in the city. I'll get myself together on the way, so please don't worry.
Greetings, boss. How may I be of assistance today?
I'm sure you've heard about what happened at the Opera House. Someone got turned into water right in front of us.
Yeah, I've heard. With something that dramatic, I'm sure journalists will milk it for all it's worth. And it'll be all the talk for the next several weeks.
It also reminded me, on the day that the incident happened with my father, it was raining outside, and we found some clothes left at the scene. After my partner here put the dots together for me, I feel like we should try to reopen his case. Can you do me a favor and try to recall what happened that night?
Ooh.
Let me think. Mr. Callis was feeling pretty upbeat that day. So he was drinking and bantering away with
trying to
us
say
at the
callous,
table.
as in like
After that,
to be cold.
he told us that he wanted to go get
Like
some
apathy.
fresh air. So we let him go without thinking much of it. Who knew that we would hear 2 gunshots ring out right after? My first reaction was that Mr. Callis's life was in danger. So I grabbed my holster and made a mad dash toward the scene. But when I got there, it was already too late. Mr. Callis was standing over a dead body with a gun in his hands. All we could do was look back and forth at each other, not knowing what to say.
So you also remember 2 gunshots then?
Indeed. The guard said that the first shot didn't hit anyone, while the second killed Jacques. But I've never really bought that explanation. Reason being, Mr. Callis had left his gun on the table. I even made sure to confirm that before running to the scene. But according to the guards, that doesn't mean he couldn't have had other guns on his person. About the clothes left at the scene that you mentioned. Do you think there was a 3rd person there who was turned into water?
Oh, you thought about that too. Interesting.
At least from our perspective, my father had no reason to kill. So he would also have no reason to bring an extra gun with him. The gun he was holding probably belonged to Jacques, or a 3rd person on the scene.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So you're saying Mr. Callis ended up with the gun because he seized it from one of the other guys? But hold on. If that's what had happened, then why didn't he share the truth with any of us? He didn't even want to face the Oratrice machine, and chose instead to prove his honor in a duel. Did he lose all faith in the courts after seeing someone dissolve right in front of his eyes?
Whoa.
About that, Malouse told me a thing or two. So, I think I can understand why he committed to the duel. I'll tell you everything, once the whole truth has been revealed.
I understand. Then, I'll leave Mr. Callis's honor in your hands, boss.
I don't think this guy did it.
And if I may just say one more thing. The whole Callis the Unfaithful epithet has been a thorn in my side since the day it was invented. Many people have laughed at me for still calling him Mr. Callis, even after so many years have passed. But it was Mr. Callis's trust that allowed me to rise through the ranks of Spina di Rosula and live the life I lead today. No matter what others might say, he'll always be the man I respect the most. And he'll always be my boss.
Don't worry. I will definitely find the truth. You and all our other comrades at the Spina deserve to know the truth as well.
Okay. He did not carry his gun. That seems like really important information. Next one is over here. Oh, like right here. Thierry.
Hey, Thierry, it's me.
Oh, now, what brings you here, Miss Navia? I've heard that you made quite the name for yourself at the Opera House.
Oh, so you've caught news of that already.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm also a member of the guards, you know. The way you make it sound, people would think I was sent off to Poisson because I had done something wrong.
Are you sure there isn't a little bit of truth in that? Under normal circumstances, shouldn't you have been called back to the city already?
I mean, where I work is really up to me. Let's just say I enjoy the ambiance of Poisson.
Why is he being so saucy,
Callis
though?
did a
Like, what's
fantastic
going on?
job running the town, building Spina di
I'm
Rosula
getting-
from the ground up and clearing many obstructions in my way.
He's got a sass.
It would be next to impossible for me to find a similarly easy but
You like
high-paying
Terry?
job in the city.
But Sleepy, what if he's a
Anyway,
murderer?
Enough chit-chat.
His voice made me
Are these two
suspicious,
friends of yours?
right?
You, here for some formal business?
Yes. These two are my partners. What happened at the Opera House made us realize that Linny's case and my father's may be related. We're trying to reinvestigate the details of my father's old case.
Ah, I get it. You think there might be
you
more to
remind
the
you
case
child?
now that we know people can be
So he's
dissolved
definitely
into
the
water,
murderer,
right?
then.
I was also flabbergasted
Case
when I first
closed.
heard of it.
Sleepy likes Terry.
If you
He's
want
the
to go
murderer.
through the original files from your
Wrap it up.
father's case, I can help you look for them.
That'd be much appreciated. Thank you. Actually, I have another question. Do you have the authority to dispatch Gardamex?
Gonna BRB
Of
to take a
course.
dog out.
Without them, I
Which
couldn't
dog?
possibly handle Poisson on my own. Why do you ask? We definitely can't use them to
Are you taking
forcefully get
yourself
more
out?
evidence for your father's case.
I mean,
Well, you see, just recently, we were attacked by a horde of unnumbered Gardamex in the city. So, if you hypothetically wanted to do something against me, all you would need to do is get rid of the mecha serial numbers and send them after me.
Then you think too highly of my abilities.
You are being
Dispatching
way
mecha
too
is
saucy right
very
now.
different from controlling them. If I had to make an analogy, when you order a dish, the chef will make it for you.
killers
You can
always
ask the
use
chef
weird
to
analogies.
cook, but not to massage your shoulders or
I've
carry
sussed
your
it.
baggage.
Bruh.
If you try to make unreasonable demands, the chef would just think you're out of your mind and ignore you completely.
Mm-hmm.
The same goes for me and my Gardamex. Removing a serial number is also not as easy as you might think. There are a lot of complex steps to it, and it's almost impossible to keep it a secret. So I can promise you, those mecha were definitely private units. They're certainly not cheap. So, whoever their owner is must be super rich, powerful, or both. Now that you mention it, though, being in the synth business would definitely be profitable enough to afford this.
That makes sense.
Oh, then you're officially in the clear, Thierry.
Wow, are you calling him poor?
Oh, well, thank you for the vote of confidence, Navia. Jokes aside, I'd like to wish you all the best with your investigation. I'll be staying in the city for a little while, so just come find me if you need any support from the guards.
Okay. Child, please, we're not trying to dive. We're trying to fly. Oh, to fly around France.
Yeah!
Hello, how may I help you? I'm here to see Marcel. Could you please let him know? You can just say Navia's looking for him.
Sure, I will let him know right away.
Navia, hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm not as young as I used to be, so my legs are giving out a bit.
Oh, it's all right, Uncle Marcel. There's no need to stress. I just wanted to talk to you briefly about what happened in the Opera House. I'm sure you saw everything too, right?
Yes, I've never seen anything so strange.
Oh, you were at the Opera House too?
Interesting.
That's right. I went there with Navia to see the magic show. Who knew it would turn into a whole murder mystery? I also witnessed your marvelous sleuthing work. Quite impressive. To beat the Hydro Archon at her own game on her own turf, I can already imagine everyone in Fontaine discussing your exploits over a few glasses of wine.
Oh, Paimon doesn't want to become the talk of drunkards.
Apologies. It's just how Fontaine is as a nation. Everyone loves drama and theatrics.
Uncle Marcel, you've also noticed that other thing, right? The fact that humans can dissolve in water?
Yes, I was reminded of your father's case right away. Is that what you're investigating now?
Exactly. I still don't have much solid proof, but I can sense that the other side has already begun to act.
Oh, and what makes you say that?
We were attacked on Araneus by some unnumbered Gardamex. And there was also an attempt to get me to drink water from the primordial sea.
If not for the vigilance of my partner, I probably wouldn't even be here talking to you right now.
Oh, you're giving us too much credit. Wasn't it you who protected us?
Alas,
Vigilance? I think that was an accident.
It seems
We
things are
ate your
heating up
food.
again. The peace that Callus sought so dearly will soon become a thing of the past. But rest assured,
Actually, we didn't even eat it.
Poisson will always remain a safe haven for you. If you're scared, you can
No,
always
oh wait,
return
no,
it.
but we did drink your tea.
If
Never
anyone
mind.
dares to lay their hands on you there, the Confrérie of Cabrières will use its funds to the
My head
last
was in a
Mora
different place,
to
I
bring
forgot.
them to justice.
Thank you, Uncle Marcel. But I don't intend to go into hiding. I'm going to strike while the iron's hot. Do you have any new thoughts on my father's case?
About that. Sorry, my age is catching up with me, so it'll take me a while to recall my memory.
To recall your memory?
The Confrérie was responsible for that banquet, so I was out and about the whole time making sure things were running smoothly. I didn't even have the time to drink with the guests. Then I heard the sound of a gunshot, and the rest was history.
Oh, it's okay. No need to push yourself. We'll ask around some more. See if there are any valuable clues elsewhere.
Sounds good. Just let me know if you ever need Mora. All my wealth comes from Callus's patronage and support. I'll spend however much it takes to clear his name.
Okay. He didn't really tell me much. He's just willing to help, I guess. Which I guess is useful, but that kind of makes him... The fact that he didn't tell me shit makes me feel like he's the most suspicious, you know? Like, girl, why do we even talk to you? Oh yeah, I'll help you out. That's just what a guilty person would say. Where's Navia? Why is Child dying? I don't know. I don't know why he's dying. He just does things. Navia, are you in the bushes? Where are you? What do you mean find Navia? Where is she? Oh, she's up there. Yeah, because he's like, oh, I'll help you with the money that I took from your dad. Thanks? I'm not going to my
We've
phone, I'm
talked
too
to all
lazy.
3 suspects, purely based on their conversations with me.
None of them sounded particularly suspicious.
That's what you think. Every single one of them was suspicious except for that guy at the start with the black hair. He seemed like the least suspicious one.
I suppose that's to be expected, though.
Guys,
If
oh
a
my
single
god,
conversation's
guys.
all that's needed to find them out,
then my father wouldn't have needed to investigate the case for so many years. Anyway, even though we didn't make a breakthrough, let's still compile what we were able to find.
But where should we start?
Jacques' motive.
Ah, you're right! Flora mentioned that Callus probably only ended up with the gun because of circumstance. That makes sense.
According to Jacques' family members, he already told them that he had been discovered and that he had no choice before he left home that day. If I had to guess, he probably received an order from the synth boss to kill my father. Had he refused, he and his family's lives would have been forfeit.
So, Jacques fired the first shot?
If I were Jacques, I wouldn't have fired a shot at all.
Oh? And why is that?
Could he guarantee his safety after killing Callus? Could he guarantee his family's safety after killing Callus? True.
Oh, that's a good point. Jacques probably already knew that he was just being used as a tool for murder. And once he had completed his mission, he'd be of no more use to his boss.
So, what would make more sense from his perspective would be to turn his back on the Order and seek protection from my father.
Yeah, seems the third person was the one who derailed everything.
Makes sense. But without evidence, that's still just a theory. Besides
Just
Jacques,
an
the
obvious
attack
theory.
from the Gardamex has been bothering me quite a bit as well. It's obvious that our enemy has become more antsy after the secret of the primordial seawater was revealed.
Do you think he knew, even then, that we'd follow this lead to the end?
Given everything that's happened since, it's quite possible. But who among the three suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex?
Who could it be? Wait, which was which? I think Marcel was the last one, right? Marcel.
Uncle Marcel? My father did
He's got
really
money.
trust him. And they worked together on a
Tyrion
large
was even
number of
like,
projects.
you need money for
Maybe
this
that's
shit.
how he got to
He's
know
got
Jacques.
money.
And with funds from the Confrérie,
Yeah.
he could also afford a large number of Gardamex. It's still really hard for me to imagine, though. After all, Uncle Marcel has been around since I was just a child.
So he's
Also,
been around long
wouldn't
enough
this
to
mean he
plot
has been
the
spending a
thieves.
whole lot of mora and energy to fight his own synth business?
Oh, wait. Maybe it was someone else. What if it was Terry?
Thierry, you say? Huh. It is possible that he's figured out a way to convert the Gardamex for personal use. But I didn't feel like he was lying when he was talking to us about the mecha. I also don't think he'd be able to keep that kind of tampering under wraps.
Yeah. Had he actually tampered with the mecha, we'd be able to prove it with
Wait.
a simple check of
No
the guard's
way.
inventory. If
Was
the
I
mecha
was
were
I
taken
that
from the
off?
guards, it
No.
should be pretty easy to find out when and how that happened.
Maybe it was someone else. Maybe. Maybe I don't deserve to be a detective after all.
Florent? It is true that he was closest to my father, and thus had the best chance of learning about his dealings with Jacques. But as Spina di Rosula's advisor, his work mostly deals with personnel and security, so he shouldn't have much means when it comes to finances.
So you're saying he's too broke to afford a mecha army?
Exactly. He can't. And even if he could, I don't think he would be able to dispatch a whole group so quickly.
Aha! It was a
could
fourth
it be?
person! I knew it wasn't Florent. I think it was you! Oh, fuck. Okay, wait. So you'll... Okay, which of the three suspects was most likely to commit a crime? Well, I think it's Marcel! Him! I think it's him.
You know, if you think everything through, Uncle Marcel is indeed the most suspicious of them all.
He is!
Could we be missing other suspects? Malus didn't know about about the people turning into water thing when he narrowed it down to these three, did he?
Oh, I thought she was accusing Maluz. Like,
Maluz
girl,
has
don't
always
you
been very
even.
reliable, and his judgment of others' trustworthiness has been fair and well considered. When he laid out his case for the three, the rationale he gave me made a lot of sense as well. The
I
suspect
agree.
is knowledgeable about the Spina's internal affairs, has the means to dispatch Mecha to assassinate us, and possesses significant intellect and foresight.
Intellect and foresight.
Even if I don't want to believe it, I'm starting to see how things could all tie back to Uncle Marcel.
I think it's him. He is close to you, too.
Well, we still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and speculating.
We do? The Sense production base!
Yes. Maluz did say that charging straight in there would be extremely risky. But we don't have any other options right now. We need far more solid proof before we can hope to go charging in on our enemy.
Navia, here you are.
Carrie!
I've been looking for you.
Girl, you can look for me
Aren't you the
any
guy from the
day.
guards? Did something happen?
Yeah. News came from Irenaeus just after you left. We've got another trial on our hands.
What?
Wasn't that place built specifically for holding trials? What's so newsworthy about this one?
I know. But they said the person they're putting on trial is a Fatui harbinger called Tartaglia.
What?! Child?!
What? Is that someone you know?
The love of my life!
Yeah, we know him. Maybe even a little too well.
Yeah, a little too well, that's right.
He's
Wait,
been
what?
accused of being
No!
the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. It's absurd, don't you think?
Wait, how? None of our investigations have had anything to do with him.
That's what I thought was
Yeah!
strange about it.
He's
So
completely
I came to tell you the
irrelevant!
news right away. If the charge against him stands, then it'll be next to impossible to get the guards to support any of our plans.
No, we gotta go save him!
Right.
I'm gonna get him out.
I think they've already found the culprit.
Yeah.
I'll be his
And
ace
it'll be a
attorney.
lot harder than to clear Mr. Callus's name.
I understand.
What the heck? What has he done?
Well, partner, what do you think we should do? We still
Save
haven't
my
found any
boyfriend!
conclusive evidence.
Where is it? Let's split up.
Huh? Split
You
up?
guys go off and do your
What do you
thing.
mean?
I'm gonna go find child. I mean, investigate. You go to Arenius. I'll go investigate that place. I'm confident in my combat abilities.
Just as expected of my partner.
Aww.
Since this is a trial about the serial disappearances case, the
Together
culprit's
we can
attention
do
will be
anything.
focused on Irenaeus, leaving his home base wide open. You're right. This is our best opportunity. All right then, let's do this. I'll stall them at the Opera House and charge Marcel as the true culprit. I won't have any chance of making that charge stick, though, unless we find more evidence. It'll be up to you to make it back in time and hand the decisive evidence to me.
Oh my god, I need to break in to save my boy! This is life or death. Leave it to me.
We'll help you, just like you helped us in Linny's trial.
Mademoiselle, please allow us to accompany you.
I can't believe
I'm ready.
I leave child's home base wide
Silver.
open.
When did you two get here?
We heard that you'll be leaving Poisson and figured that you might
His butler's
require
senses
our
went off.
assistance.
Just for
It's
me.
our hope that
I mean, not for me.
your
He's not my
confidence
butler.
will be
Just for
bolstered
Navia.
with the two of us by your side.
Aww.
Thank you so much. Then, let's make haste for
I
Irenaeus.
love her
Paimon,
butler
Traveler,
so much.
I'll see you at the Opera House.
See you then.
This is just like in Judgment when Yagami's like, when there's a trial going on and Yagami's running around outside. Like, oh, this is just like what happened in the first Judgment game where there's a whole trial.
Now that
And
Navia
then,
has set out for Irenaeus,
shut up,
we should
Paimon.
also
I'm
get going.
explaining something. Oh
the
my god.
location has already been marked on the map, so let's head over.
Girl. There's a Sealy, one sec. Oh, please aim better. Okay, cool. What was he saying?
Tidal wave. Bring it on.
Right, it was like in Judgment when there was a trial, and then one of the characters was like, "Ooh."
No time to lose.
And one of the characters was like, they couldn't confess because his sister was taken hostage, so Yagami had to run around outside and destroy an entire base of criminals to be like, "Hey, don't." And then it fixed everything in the actual trial. What is going on here? Girl, what are you doing? What? Come back.
No time to lose.
Oh, I see. Ooh.
All right, now we're talking.
There's more. Oh my god, he's gonna die. Okay. No! Okay, child's dying, so I'm gonna take a little break from puzzles. Puzzles are killing my boy. I need to pee. I'll be right back. By the way, I was doodling Navia this whole time, so I'll share that in a bit.
Huh. My intuition tells me that something very interesting is about to happen. Doing detective work means you gotta walk the walk. No, I mean literally. I need to search high and low for evidence.
Okay, I'm back. Oh, and
There's something in the air.
Sleepy is thirsting over high so again.
Tells me a new case is brewing.
I leave for a second and the thirst level. Okay, I'm gonna do some more puzzles. I want to do this before I leave. Huh? Oh, girl. Okay. Bruh. Yay! Let's go, Seely. Fontaine puzzles are fun. Okay, where's the last one? Got 2 of those. I got 1 of those. I think it's just this one now. They're attacking the Sealy! You're doing plenty of looking for all of us when it comes to ISO.
Out of the frying pan!
Teamwork is dreamwork! Huh?
Yeah! Cyclone!
Nice and spicy!
Let's light it up!
Truth hurts!
What is that?
I'm going in!
Eat this!
Fracture!
Good work.
I'm liking the look of this.
Oh my god. Like, sometimes he says things and I'm just kind of taken off guard. So he's so fucking. No, you know what? I understand completely. I mean, not completely, because I know he lives in your brain. Like, he occupies a space of your brain that can never leave. Which is a bit different for me, but, like, I get it. I understand.
Just follow my intuition.
Like, his character is so fascinating for someone that I... Fish! Oh my god, it's a real fish. It's not mechanical. Wait, fuck. I don't have the fishing bait because I didn't craft it like an idiot. No! Oh, wait. I have a fishing bait. I don't think it's good enough for some of these fish, but...
Patience. Oh, come on. Stay strong.
You okay? His JP Bay was cute on stream today. He was going on about blubber beasts. Oh, they're so cute and he loves them. That's cute. No!
Just need to have patience.
The seal things? Ah, I don't think I've seen the seal things yet.
Victory is almost ours! Whoa, nice catch!
Thanks, guys. Thanks for rooting for me. I'm really annoyed that I didn't craft anything. Like a fool! Like an absolute, whoa. What the heck? Incredible, incredible! How did you hook a fish that quickly? Oh, fuck. Defeated a line breaker? Oh, this is Paimon.
Pirate doesn't really get what you're saying.
Ahem. The experts at the Fishing Association say that fishing is like dueling. Fishers use their rods, line, and bait as weapons. They wrestle against the might of the fish that swim beneath the waves. Those great lunkers, called line breakers, hence, line breaking for short.
Oh, look at that. It's just fishing, right? There's nothing special about it. Let's talk about like super massive fish. The ones that can't possibly be landed.
No, sorry for making you feel so confused. It must be a problem with the way I explained it. Yes, the problem lies with me. Even though I am the director of the Fontaine Fishing Association, I've never managed to catch even a single fish. What the fuck? How? When I watched you hook one, without any difficulty at all, I was especially shocked. How have you not caught a single fish?
Director, that sounds like a pretty important position. But you said you've never caught a fish before. How did you manage to become the director?
Oh, that has nothing to do with fishing itself. It's just that everyone holds the equipment I provide in high regard. That's also valid. I used to be an ordinary clerk at the Fontaine Research Institute. I was in charge of purchasing equipment and negotiating prices with vendors. But most of the time, I was just waiting for responses from them. All I could do was wander around the streets in search of something to do while waiting for them to get back to me. It felt like I was wasting my life. And I just couldn't take it anymore.
Wasting your life and you couldn't take it?
You don't have to do anything and people will still think you're hard at work. Why would you be upset about that? Paimon doesn't get it.
I wouldn't mind a job like that. I like to get paid to loaf around. Thankfully, I met my new friends at the Fishing Association, and they introduced me to the fun of fishing. After getting hooked on this hobby, haha, my life took a whole new direction. To repay them, I provided them with lots of equipment sitting around unused by the Institute. Using the kits I gave them, the members of the association started getting quite a few more bites on their hooks. They credited me for all their newfound success, since I was familiar with the process of interacting with vendors and had an excess of free time. Everyone elected me as director. Even though I'm now partially in charge of the Fishing Association, I've still never caught any fish. Not even a fry as big as my finger. I can't help but feel like I'm not doing my job.
Maybe you were just super unlucky. Maybe the fish are like you, wandering off for a swim instead of doing their jobs and sticking around you the hook. We caught some fish just now. That means fishies are back at their posts and doing their jobs. Why don't you give it another shot right now?
That sounds like a good idea. I'll give it another shot. You do that.
Paimon thinks that Darilosh is pretty honest. She even told us stuff like how she's skipping out on work and fishing on the job without hesitation. Now that Paimon thinks about it, is it really possible for someone to fish for months and never get a bite? Just what's going on here? If Darilosh doesn't manage to catch a fish and loses her confidence, or if people start doubting her and she gets replaced as director of the Fishing Association, maybe the new person won't be nearly as easy to get along with.
It's important that a director has a good personality. Whoa, you're actually anticipating potential risks. Are either of these important for me?
You agree with Paimon. We should help her and make sure she catches at least one fish and doesn't give up on the job. Nothing looks wrong with Dariloch's fishing pole. She's really focused and not fidgeting at all.
Well, maybe it's the bait. Maybe it's something underwater? Something about her bait? Oh.
Yeah.
Dariloch doesn't have any bait on it at all. Even a layman knows that fishing requires bait. How could you catch a fish with just an empty hook?
Are you kidding me? She really didn't have any bait on her hook?
Seems like we're insulting her intelligence. It might be rude.
Let's just ask her.
Let's be tactful. We already dove down into check her hook. Wow, that's pretty direct.
I didn't read that. Oops.
Sounds like a good idea. Let's do it.
Where are we? Oh no, now I've scared away the fishes. Don't mind me, I'm just on a fishing side quest. Patience, patience. This is just a test of my patience. As director of the Fishing Association, I must remain by my post here at the fishing spot. I shall defeat these line breakers with my unbending will. Never mind that. Who are you? I can stay calm. Thanks for your encouragement. I held on despite never catching a single fish. What's a few more hours compared to the— Oh, girl. No, wait. Aren't we supposed to talk about your bait? Ooh. Oh, I can't buy anything because I can't fish. Because I didn't... Okay, I think I'm supposed to just put the bait on the thing. Why did I not try that? I'm so stupid. Wait. I'll give you this because I have plenty of them. I caught a fish! You two were right. Oh, you're so right.
It's like the dialogue about the bait now while she's in a good mood.
This isn't even counted as a quest. I think. Or is it? I don't know. You did it! I thought you two left. Thankfully, you didn't miss out on the momentous moment. I have incredibly wonderful news for you. Just now, I finally caught a huge fish. This fish's physique and weight are beyond compare. My friends at the association will be agog when they see it. It's all thanks to your advice. As of today, I have finally ceased to be fishless. I must sincerely express my deepest gratitude to you both. I'm so proud of her. She caught her first fish. This is like such a big moment.
Congratulations. We just want to ask, why don't you usually use bait? I mean, what's your favorite kind of bait to use? Why are you suddenly asking about that? I'm not that proficient with bait types, really. I only heard an old angler say, the more bait diffuses, the more fish it can attract. So I supplemented the most popular bait formulas with a substance that dissolves more easily in the water. Hold on. Does this mean that overly soft bait will lose out to line breakers in battle? Is that why I've never managed to catch any fish before?
It didn't lose to fish, it just completely dissolved. Like the girls!
As long as she didn't use bait, the bait she uses just disintegrated. If I turned it to soup in the water, why would the fish ever bite the hook?
I think I understand. I finally understand. You two have granted me the essential epiphany. Please, accept my sincerest thanks. You're literally selling bait recipes and you fucked that up. That is so funny. Of course, this meager reward isn't enough. Once I become a master angler renowned throughout Fontaine, you will be known as my distinguished mentors. Such a title will be priceless. Next, I'm going to alter the composition of my bait. I'll make it sturdier. Then I'll beat the strongest of the line breakers with but a few tugs.
That's not how it's supposed to work, but at least she knows how to use base that dissolves. Things turned out okay, right? Pirate hopes everything will go smoothly.
I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will go great. I hope this comes back in some way. Like, completely unnecessarily. I hope it just comes back.
Huh. According to Malusa's info, the synth production base is underwater. Let's go and try to find the entrance.
It's morning. Like here? Oh, or like here.
Finally found it! Huh. So this is the entrance that leads to the synth production base. It sure doesn't seem out of the ordinary at all.
Well, they don't want it to stand out. I'm sure what we find will be extraordinary.
Ah, you're right. An important
Your
place
voice
like
has
this
got
is
echo
bound to
on.
have a
Turn it
ton
off.
of protective measures and mechanisms. Navia's probably arguing up a storm right
Wouldn't
now
it be
to
so
stall
funny
for
if
us.
instead it was like glug 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 glug?
It would appear that I must repeat my question again, Mr. Tartaglia. Do you accept the charge that you are the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
To be perfectly honest, I don't understand your country's complicated court system, or the reason why I'm being charged with something I've never even heard of. However, I did hear that people who have been charged can choose to participate in a duel to clear their name. Is that right? In
I'm
which
pointing
case,
at my screen
as long
right
as
now.
I
You
accept the
can't see, but I'm
charge,
pointing at my
I can have an all-out fight with that champion duelist Clorend, right? I've got to admit, that's one of the most enticing offers I've ever received.
No, child. No, he's just like,
When I
this
privately
is
sparred
great. I
with her
can
last
just
time,
fight.
she was obviously holding back. Real disappointing.
Don't you understand? You're currently the prime suspect for a major case. This isn't
Serena,
the place
no,
for you to be
please.
looking for fights.
Oh? Sounds like the Hydro Archon wants to lecture me on the ways of the Opera House. Then why don't you duel me too?
No
I'm
way!
the kind of student that learns best in the heat of battle.
No. That's not what I meant.
Alas, it would
She's
appear
like,
that
wait, I
communication
don't
with the
want to fight.
defendant is
Every
going
time she brings up fighting.
We have made very little progress. In that case, let me explain everything from the very beginning again. The goal of this trial is to determine the culprit behind the serial disappearances case.
That case had nothing to do with him. You've got the wrong man.
Why are there 3 characters in this scene? Stop.
Why is she interjecting again?
Shut up!
I told you it couldn't be one of the Fatui Harbingers.
Miss Navia, this is the second time you've interrupted the court proceedings.
And we were
I only
right.
tolerated your behavior last time because you were able to provide the court with a key eyewitness.
Objection!
But that was an exception rather than standard court protocol. I can very well charge you with contempt of court for your interjections.
Oh, please. Did you ever think I had any respect for this place's pointless theatrics?
Yo, let's go!
We can put that discussion aside for now. I'm not
Yeah,
here
maybe
to
not
argue
right
with
now.
you. I'm
Defend
here to
my
charge
boy.
the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. And if my charges prove true, then Tartaglia here will be proven innocent by default, correct?
Oh, a young lady has charged in and offered to clear my name. How fascinating.
Stop
Well,
it!
I'd gotten half bored to death by all these rules and procedures anyway. So I'll take you up on that offer. So,
Shut
Your Honor,
up!
is there nothing else for me to do now?
You may take a seat for now in the audience.
You can sit
that
on
doesn't
me.
mean the
Stop!
suspicions against you have been lifted. Now then, Miss Navia, who is the person you would like to charge instead?
That person is...
Oh, fuck! Wait! No! I wasn't thinking! What are we doing right now? Wait! Based on the evidence, who is the true culprit behind the serial disappearances of young women case? Wait, oh, who the fuck? Wait, oh, it was Marcel! Wait, it was Marcel! It's him, I remember. I will save you,
Marcel,
Tartaglia.
the head of Confrérie of Cabriere.
Huh? What confrérie? Never heard of them in my life.
You're not an
I've
important
heard of them,
character.
but
Shut up.
Weren't they Spina di Rosula's sister organization?
Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
Please let me remind you, Miss Navia, that charging someone is an incredibly serious matter. Committing to the charge
All right, that
also
one
means
girl,
taking
she's
on the
valid.
legal responsibilities associated with it. And if the charge fails, depending on the circumstances, you may also be charged with the crime of making a false accusation. Knowing this, do you still wish to charge this man?
Yes, I do.
In that case, I declare the charge to be valid. Miss Navia and attorneys, please take your places on the court.
Oh my god. Where am I right now? I need
Members
to
of the
be in
guards,
court.
Please contact Mr. Marcel right away so that he may stand trial.
Let me in. He doesn't have his vision too. Because I have it.
Mr. Marcel, you will not require an attorney. Is that correct?
Apologies. It all just happened so quickly. I still haven't figured out what's going on. I think an attorney won't be necessary. This is probably just a misunderstanding between me and Navia.
Very well. In that case, since both sides have now arrived, Miss Navia, please present your charges.
He's got no vision and he's like, I'll
to
fight
take
you
everyone
and
back to
you
3 years
and
ago,
you too.
To the case of Callus the Unfaithful. Only through elucidating what really happened in that case can we connect
an
all
idiot.
the dots for the
Such an
serial
idiot.
disappearances case.
Navia, do you really think that I was the one who killed your father? Come on, why would I do that? Callus was my benefactor, and remember both you and I only ran to the scene when we heard the sound of a gun. If that's enough to make me a suspect, wouldn't that make everyone at that banquet a suspect as well?
I think there's no point in getting into the specifics right now. The audience doesn't even have the big picture yet. Even I'm
Farina,
struggling to
she's just
remember
kind of
some
here.
details of that case.
Oh, sweet
Exactly
Farina.
correct, Your Honor. I must refresh everyone's memory about that case before I can explain my charge and reasoning.
I'm sorry, there's
I
just
see.
too many people I love
In which
here.
case, I will
He's here
recount the
too.
findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage. On the day of the murder, Spina di Rosula hosted a large banquet in a countryside estate owned by the Confrérie of Cabrières. During the banquet, all attending guests heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. When the guests arrived at the scene, they found the primary suspect, Callus,
I love
holding
the
a gun,
art style for
while his
this.
acquaintance
It's
Jacques
so
lay
cool.
dead from a gunshot wound. The guards' investigation did not recover any other firearms from the scene. As a result, they concluded that the suspect's first shot must have missed, while the second must have taken Jacques' life.
You know what's also cool? I like that. You know how the characters don't have interesting models in game? But for some of the characters that aren't as relevant, like, they get to kind of have fun with their character design in, you know, this little art section, like this little crime scene revisualization kind of section. So we get to have kind of cool designs here.
The suspect did not dispute this conclusion, and also declined to defend himself in court. Instead, he chose to prove his innocence through a duel. Callus was defeated by champion duelist Clarande in the ensuing duel, and soon succumbed to the injuries. These are the known facts about the case.
The one with the motive to kill was Jacques, not my father. And even so, Jacques still had no reason to pull the trigger. In truth, the third person shot Jacques first, and was shot in turn by my father when my father seized the gun from him. After that, the true culprit turned the third person into water, erasing all traces of him from the scene. Thank you for the summary, Your Honor. Of course, the guard's conclusion appeared quite sensible to us at the time. However, we should revisit the case now that we've gained new information about the abilities of water from the primordial sea.
Okay, here we go. Time to rebuke. Spina di Rosula hosted a large banquet in the countryside estate owned by Confrérie Cabrières. I have to use my brain. Oh, fuck. I have to use my brain. I lost my brain cells when Child came in, though. I can't. Ugh, let me go to this one. This one might be easier. Wait. All attending guests heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. According to the investigations, Callus, who had a motive to kill, murdered Jacques for his betrayal. Is that really true? Okay. 2 gunshots, and he had a motive to kill. Okay, wait. He did not carry a gun with him, though. So, okay, never mind. Okay, so they definitely heard 2 gunshots. We can't really... Okay, wait. Yeah, channel Haizu. Wait. I don't think... He didn't have a motive to kill, though, because he could probably have helped him.
The testimony of the victim's family confirms that Jacques had thoughts of assassinating Callus when he set out for the banquet. However, in the end, he reconsidered, and instead shared everything with Callus.
hoping to seek the latter's protection. Unfortunately for Jacques, the true culprit had already considered this possibility and had sent out another assassin.
When the guests arrived at the scene, they found the primary suspect Callus holding a gun, while his acquaintance Jacques lay dead from the gunshot wound. Based on the investigations done then, there was no possibility anyone else could have done the deed and escaped. Callus was thus adjudged to have been the culprit. After conducting a reinvestigation, it is now certain that Callus did not bring a gun with him. Moreover, details of the case point towards a possible third person, which we found from the clothing.
This assassin first shot Jacques, then turned to shoot Callus, only for Callus to wrestle the gun from him and kill him instead.
I love it. I love her fire. The guards' investigation did not recover any other firearms from the scene. As a result, they concluded that the suspect's first shot must have missed, while the second must have taken Jacques' life. Ugh. This deduction is based on the circumstances that there is no third person on the scene. It turns out there is a method that can cleverly cover up the killer's tracks.
This. A pile of clothing was found at the scene. The guards once believed they were used by Jacques as a costume to disguise himself. But now it is clear that the clothes were proof that there was a third person at the scene, and that they were turned into water after committing the murder. Since it was raining that day, the culprit was confident that they could use the rain to wash away all traces of their dissolved accomplice. Realizing this, the true culprit caused the hired assassin to dissolve into water, leading everyone to believe Callus was responsible for Jacques' murder. This is the true version of events.
Let's go. I got this.
Ah, so that's what happened. Wait, you're telling me something as dangerous as water from the primordial sea has been used for all these years?
What a great theory. It also explains Callus's and Jacques' respective motives. I guess they didn't shoot each other after all.
Yes!
Mr. Marcel, you are the one being charged with the crime.
Oh.
You should provide a rebuttal if you wish to prove your
Right,
innocence.
yeah.
But I think I agree with everything Navia just said. In fact, there was nothing in her speech that directly implicated me.
Then, may I ask some questions? In my opinion,
You may, Farina. Of course you
we
may.
need to determine two things. One, do you have the evidence to back up your claims?
I'm afraid not. At least not at this very moment.
Boo! If you don't have any evidence, you should just go home.
Hey!
I may not have the evidence with me, but I know where I could go to
Papa
collect it.
Farina,
If we
give
look
us
up
nothing.
the deserted clothes against a record of people who went missing around the same time, we should be able to find a match. Considering the serial disappearances case, the guards probably kept careful records of all missing persons from around that time,
She's got
regardless
no idea
of
what's
age
going
or
on
gender.
right now. I love it.
That makes sense to me. Monsieur Neuvillette,
Does it?
I would consider
That
this
makes sense
to
to
be
me.
a reasonable
What's going on? Guys,
investigative
please help.
direction.
Why do I feel like Farina's acting a little differently today?
Maybe she's scared of embarrassing herself again?
Alternatively, she's become more diligent after charging an innocent citizen in the last trial.
Aww! My second question has
She's
to do
trying
with
to
the
amend
ensuing
herself.
duel.
She's fixing herself.
If the truth is
Guys.
indeed as you described, then why didn't Mr. Callus explain himself in court? If he had testified that a person
No, but she
had
is
been
so
dissolved,
precious.
he could have at least mounted a defense.
I thought about this too, and the answer is actually pretty simple. He felt there were things that were more important to him. The dissolving power of water from the primordial sea is an important secret for the true culprit of the serial disappearances case. My father could have exposed it for all to see, but he chose to take it to the grave. At that time, Spina di Rosula was in dire straits, and his reputation had already been shattered.
He had no guarantee that going forward with the truth would allow the culprit to be brought to justice. What was certain, however, was that it would paint a gigantic target on my back.
Boss once told me that Demoiselle had already been selected as the next target of the serial disappearances case.
What?
Ooh!
If the secret had gotten out, the culprit would have fought an all-out war with Espina right there and then. I wouldn't have been the only one in danger. All of us would have stood to lose our lives. Of course, the guards might eventually figure out the truth of the matter and determine that we were in the right. But what good would that do? How can a hollow verdict protect anyone? Had this opera house ever given my father any kind of confidence in its brand of justice,
It's a sham!
Spina di Rosula would have had no reason to exist. But by staying silent, we retained the ability to deter our opponents and continue the stalemate. I was able to become Spina di Rosula's president, which made me harder to target, as well as giving me more time to grow and learn. And once I have figured out the truth and stepped up to the challenge, I will do what this opera house cannot, and restore my father's truth and honor back to him.
Yeah!
So, you mean to say, your father intended to die in the duelist's ring?
That's right.
Do you have any proof?
Of course. All you need is to ask his opponent, Clarand.
Yo!
I don't need your apology, your guilt, or your support from the shadows. You don't have to do anything for my sake. But
Oh,
since
that's
he
why
entrusted
she's
his
helping
will to
her,
you,
'cause
Clarand,
she's guilty.
You should tell us the truth about his sacrifice.
She feels guilty, I mean.
So, during the duel, did you believe that Callus was intending to die?
Yes, I did. As a champion duelist, I've fought many battles and taken a countless number of dishonored lives. In my line of work, I've seen all kinds of people give their all for the faintest hope to continue living. Some were determined, others passionate, and some even manic and twisted. Just one look and I can tell if a duelist is hoping to live or if they're looking to die. I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr. Callus never intended to leave the ring alive.
No.
Since that's your testimony, I have no more questions. It appears there really are good grounds to reopen this case.
I concur.
Child is just like
However,
in the back,
Miss Navia,
like,
you still
hey,
have not explained the
this
link
is-
between your
what
father's
about
case
me?
and the serial disappearances case.
Right? What she said was fascinating, but kind of beside the point.
Wait, weren't they just talking about the serial disappearances case?
Yeah, we are talking about that,
Of course,
though.
Your Honor. The two cases are connected via a matter of timing.
It's all
In my
connected,
father's
y'all.
case, the culprit intended to kill
Use your
both
brain.
Jacques and Callus. As a result, they planned to act after hearing 2 gunshots. And at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of everyone because they realized they were at risk of being identified. The culprit could only time their actions so precisely if they were already at the scene. Coincidentally, Marcel attended both the banquet and the trial.
So that's why you suspected me. Even after hearing your reasoning, I still can't help but find it a little preposterous. I'm used to it, though. You've always been an impulsive and sentimental child, Navia. It's one of your most endearing traits.
No need to appeal to pathos.
I won't try to refute your points one by one, but even if everything you just said was true, can you prove that I was the only person present at both events? On top of that, does a person have to be physically present to control the timing? Can't someone remotely monitor the place?
Oof. Don't know what she can say to that.
Fuck.
I know that even with that, you might still
It's
think you can
Joe
reduce
just
the list of
standing
suspects with some further investigations, until I'm the only one left on the list.
I would fight him right now if I
Alas,
could.
who won't feel at least a little hurt by an accusation of murder from a girl you see as your own daughter? But if I were to dismiss this completely, you'd also think I'm not being considerate of your feelings. Ah well, Let Uncle Marcel teach you another lesson. Do you know what the biggest flaw in your reasoning is?
I suppose you're gonna tell me anyways.
It's timing again. I'm a businessman by trade. From that standpoint, there's no reason for me to kidnap young women. It's a high-risk action with nothing to gain. In addition, I left my home in Snezhnaya when I was young to come to Poisson and work in some trade. My business only thrived when I received Callus's patronage. But the disappearances began before I ever stepped foot in Fontaine.
I do apologize, demoiselle. This was my mistake.
No, it's not your fault. I'm sure he had come prepared.
Is there anything else you'd like to say? Would you like to check the date of my first business license against the first known case of the serial disappearances? You can also take a look at my border entry records, or ask my friends and family when I left Snezhnaya for the first time. Could those records and testimonies do something to appease the unspeakable anguish in your heart?
Seems like she got the wrong guy.
No!
At this rate, Navia will be convicted for falsely accusing him.
I think you've done a superb job of dissecting your father's feelings as he neared the end of his life. But aren't you going against all of his wishes and expectations right now? He wished for you to become more rational, collected, and conscientious, instead of dwelling only on your own feelings. Once you've learned to be more considerate of others' feelings, and to stop rushing headlong into things, you'd have met most of his expectations.
This
Bruh,
isn't
is
just
he straight?
about
He's
me,
straight up talking down
and it
on
never
us.
has been. The biggest difference between me and the rest of the victims is that I still have the ability to search for the truth, while that same agency has long been taken from them. The people whose families were destroyed by synth abuse, the people who lost their loved ones to the serial disappearances, and the people who suffered tragic ends due to their sense of justice. Many people's images are flashing before my eyes. I'm sure some are coming to those of you in the audience as well. And whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vacher?
Ooh!
Oh, so you do know
a
that name.
reaction.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Ooh! We got him. The entrance is a synth oh, it's me again. It's me again! Bro, this is actually the coolest thing. I love this. I love this so much. Okay, we're gonna like bust in there like, hold it! Already set up.
Truth hurts! Can't fool me!
Oh.
Gooba, get them!
Benny, I need you to build up charge real quick. Child is dying over here.
Let's light it
Come
up.
take him out. He's gonna die. Okay, good.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Good work, child. Good work, BB.
Whoa! The floor is going up!
There is.
Is it
I love
because
the
of this
click, click,
mechanism
click.
in the middle? That guy really prepared a lot of stuff for this place.
Ooh. I know, Zhang is like low-key carrying.
Paimon thinks we need to go up, but Paimon doesn't see a way. Let's
Whoa!
take a look around. Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll show us the way up.
Child, you need to look before you jump into shit. Ooh. Oh, it's sucking. Or pushing more water up. Anti-suck?
The water level is rising. Now we can swim to the top. But this is still a ways away from where we need to go.
Yeah, but it's better. Oh, this is so... I love the aesthetic of this place.
You're toast!
No time to lose.
No time to lose.
Out of the frying pan.
Cyclone!
I'm going in! Huh?
Riptide.
Good work, child.
I love this team. Me.
I also love how we're destroying all of these books by getting them soaked. I assume that they're not waterproof.
Now the path is clear. Let's go.
All those books destroyed. They're not floating though. That's interesting. Nothing's floating actually. Did they explain that? How is everything staying down? Is anything up here?
No time to lose.
Oh, it's so cool. Ooh, who's that?
Let's light it up!
Long story short, French magic.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Huh? Nice and spicy!
Bring it on!
You're toast!
Confess!
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt. Yep.
French magic makes books not float. Is that like the explanation, or was that just the idea? Like, we're just kind of saying that.
After all that, we finally made it to the
What
innermost
the?
sanctum.
Is the water floating
Though, as
up?
expected, the
Don't
mastermind
think
isn't
too
here.
hard. If I'm not mistaken, he's being charged by Navia as we speak.
That's right. Then let's hurry up and find some evidence.
My
so we
boy
can get back to the opera house
is
and
being
help Navia.
charged.
Oh, wait, no. No, that's not my boy. That's the other boy. Hey, it's me.
What's all this?
My boy is
it's
being
a bunch
protected.
Of really cute things. Pink accessories, a hair tie, a necklace, even a makeup box.
Pink? It was a name too.
Oh, Paimon sees it too, but why are all these cute things labeled with different girls' names?
Oh my god! It's the serial killer shit. You know when they keep like a memento of all their victims?
Huh?
Ew!
You mean the girls from the serial disappearances? They were brought here? And then they were turned into water. And all the boxes of things. These names. That means... Oh, this is terrible.
Yeah, I think so. That seems like critical evidence. Child can't swim, so clearly it can't be him that left all his stuff here.
Let's see what's written here. Nothing escapes Detective Paimon's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Callus. Navia's father. Oh, this seems to be an investigation report on him.
It's probably related to his and Jacques' case.
Yep, it's about finding someone to assassinate Jacques and Callus because of a lack of confidence that Jacques himself would go through with it. This should prove the existence of the third person, right?
Is there anything else?
We still have not determined the exact content of the key information Callus has passed on to certain members of his organization. The old dog's a real menace to deal with. Even if he abides by the promise he's made to us, he will still have the upper hand. He can act whenever he wants to make our lives miserable. The only option left is to remove him from the picture entirely.
It's like straight up written
Let's
here.
send someone to kill him. He won't declare war as long as we don't touch Navia.
Are they stupid? They just left
Seems
this
like we've
evidence
got a
here.
bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups.
They planned this well in advance. Damn.
They're all just so evil.
Yeah, Paimon. They are killing a bunch of girls, so you know, maybe they are evil. I don't know. It's an understatement, I guess. Is this the water?
Oh, look! There's an important-looking basin over here.
That must be the primordial water. That must be the water from the primordial sea.
That means this is where they make all the synth. And that special water is the main ingredient.
Well,
if you dilute it with normal water, you'll get synth. But the pure stuff can dissolve a human. Paimon will take notes on this incriminating evidence.
how do they even find this? What even is the primordial sea? Why does it dissolve people? Oh, hello? Here we go. Is this where they make it?
What's this over here? Looks like some kind of place for research. Experiment number 16 aims to verify Jacob Ingold's research conclusions on the primordial sea and use his theory as a foundation to achieve a breakthrough. The experiment was a failure. No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea. Female specimens 22, 23, and 24 were dissolved.
Because they start to believe they'll never get caught. Ah, true. True.
Sorry, Traveler. Paimon will try her best. It's just that Paimon's never read something so scary before.
Girl.
How could someone write something that terrible in such a matter-of-fact tone? You read the rest. Paimon's too scared to keep going.
Fine. The goal of the researcher is to save his lover, a woman called Vignere, who was dissolved.
So that's why he did all of these experiments. Wait, Did he really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over?
I guess.
It's just insane! Huh? Isn't that the name you heard by the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case.
No. He is the researcher.
You mean Vache
Oh
is the one
my
who did all
god.
these, experiments?
And she was like, tell him to forget about me. Girl, I think we're a bit too late for that. He signed off a bunch of the experiment reports. The voice I heard from the fountain was probably Veneer.
So that's it!
Oops.
Vache was no victim, but personally took his lover and...
What the fuck?
No, that's not it either! If that's the case, why would he want people to resurface from the water?
There must be more to this than meets the eye.
In any case, Paimon will write it all down.
Well, he's probably trying to save her, right? In a fucked up way.
Whoa! There's so much synth here! And so many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain the waters of the primordial sea.
There's so many.
Mixing in progress, ready to drink, stock sample? Huh. They've also got all the synth pretty clearly labeled. Whoa, there's even fruit-flavored synth?
That definitely proves this is where they produce synth. Fruit flavor synth.
It's super obvious.
A popular potion circulating quite widely gives the drinker a very pleasant experience for a short time, but
Side effects are equally strong. Flavored. Oh, the kiddos will like it.
Everything here,
Oh,
and
it's
it
fucked
seems
up.
like our theories were spot on, but...
Who really is this Vache?
Yeah, we haven't found anything that reveals his true identity. No wonder even Nervalet wasn't able to find anything.
Nervalet.
Whoever it is
I love the way
probably
they say his
destroyed
name.
everything to do with that name a long time ago. That way, even if we bring all this back to the opera, we won't be able to identify the true culprit.
Clever. But maybe not clever enough. Let's look again.
Sure thing. Paimon won't admit defeat to this guy either.
Drug is a fruity vapes. Oh my god, it actually... No, it actually is! Oh, ew. Gross. Okay, well, we looked over there. We looked over there. We looked over there. Whoop. Or haven't we looked yet? Well, that's not very helpful.
You take that side and Paimon will take this side.
Oh,
Check everything
okay.
carefully. We'll find something for sure.
I found a cute child.
Ugh. Nothing at all. And Paimon can't even find snacks either.
Paimon, I found it.
Whoa, really? Let Paimon see. Veneer. Isn't that Vache's
Did we ever get told about how the water tank magic trick worked? No, we didn't. And I was really upset that we didn't get told that. So I thought, oh. When they talked about, you know, disappearing in the water, I was like, oh, so that's how she did it. Because I thought it was teleporting, right? But then they were like, no, that just makes you turn into water. So I was like, oh, never mind then, I guess.
Then you found her diary. Let's see. Aw, it's just a normal diary chronicling their love story. She was so sweet, too. Oh, Paimon feels even worse for her now.
Take a look at this page. She made a list of baby names. One of the names is going to be like an important character, I'm telling you right now. What? Luja Poo. No. I can't read that.
So many! A whole page's worth! But they're all crossed out. Was she unhappy with all of them? The final name she decided on was...
Here we go.
Marcel!
Marcel!
Wait, but Marcel's pretty old. Has this case been going on for so long that he's Vacher and Venier's grown son?
But who's Vacher? So is Vacher dead? I figured it out. Let's go, Paimon.
Hey! Paimon still hasn't figured it out yet.
Paimon, let's go. Child is waiting for us. He's waiting. I'll save you.
Image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vacher? Oh, so you do know that name.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Navia! We're back!
As expected of my partner. I just knew you'd return in the nick of time.
Just how often do you intend to flout the rules of this court?
It's a sham
It's
court.
all right, Monsieur Neuvillette. Given their confidence, I expect they've found the crucial evidence.
I'm not Navia. Verena believes in us. You say you've never heard of Vacher. However... What the... Why are all the words all fucked up? What happened? Take that!
But the truth of it, Marcel, is that you've always been Vacher.
Take that!
Huh?
We've investigated your lair and we already know everything! After your lover, Venier, was dissolved, you kept abducting young women to experiment on the hopes of bringing her back to you! You even created Marcel as a new identity and destroyed all records of your past as Vacher!
So that's it. Even the villains in opera performances rarely go that far. And with that, Marcel's motive has now been established.
This information regarding your past also dismantles your prior timing defense. Well, Marcel, do you know where you went wrong? You fixated your gaze on the lover that passed away, instead of paying attention to the living people around you. So, you never noticed how we changed, or how we grew as individuals.
You also never understood Boss's real expectations for his daughter.
You fool!
Our determination to see things through.
Your determination.
He's gonna have his villain breakdown. Let's go.
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend yourself. Otherwise, the trial will move on to the next stage.
Do you really think I wanted to do any of this?
Well, we don't know because you haven't said. Oh.
What for? Have you ever paid attention to me?
Who are
ever
you?
empathized with my pain?
What pain?
Ever known how it feels to watch the love of your life dissolve right in front of your
Girl.
eyes? No one helped me. No one
Girl.
even believed me. All those decades ago, even the officers from the Maison Gardiennage were laughing at me. They said there's no way a human being can turn into water. So I must have gone mad from grief. Vinier's death was brushed away by all of you as if it didn't matter at all. Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! Well, it's too late now. All those who were dissolved are gone forever. You only have yourselves to blame. You set up this ornate opera house in pursuit of your so-called justice. Your beloved drama. while turning a blind eye to the suffering of the people. Vignier is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she goes, I will follow.
Girl.
But I'm not from this blasted place, so I can't be dissolved. No matter what I do.
You literally kill so many women. Like,
Hey,
shut
is that
up.
water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
I can't dissolve. Can't dissolve. Can't dissolve. Do you all see? I can't go. I can't follow. So if I can't go where she is, what choice do I have but to try to bring her back? I did all of that, and in the end, that accursed Callus still got the better of me. I spent my entire life living on pins and needles, only to get stabbed by his idiot daughter at the very end.
Hey!
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental distress. Guards, please restrain him.
Don't touch me! Don't anybody come near me! I still need to save Vignier. I promise. We made a promise. Vignier. Vignier! Please, Vignier. Don't think badly of me. All I want to do is fulfill our promise.
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear. With Mr. Marcel's conviction, the charges against Mr. Tartaglia no longer have any basis.
You're free, child.
Fine by me. I was in a bad mood, but after a show like that, I'm actually feeling pretty good.
Traveler, please submit all the evidence you have collected to the guards, so
'cause
that
I
I might review and
busted in for
summarize the
him.
truth behind the serial disappearances case. The man now known as Marcel was originally named Vacher
Crime scene
and worked as an
recreation.
adventurer with his
You
partner
remember
and lover
Toad?
Vignier. During an underwater expedition, Vignier accidentally came into contact with
I
water
love how
from the
he's just
primordial
kinda
sea
there.
and was dissolved in front of Vacher as a result. Vacher learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others and began to kidnap young women for research, with the goal of discovering a method to restore Vignier back to life. To cover his tracks, he invented the new alias of Marcel and began to operate a business in Poisson. During the course of his research, Vacher discovered that a diluted concoction of water from the primordial sea can induce feelings of euphoria, and began to manufacture and market synth. However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research and expanded the scope, he came into conflict with Spina di Rosula. After exchanging blows with Spina di Rosula for many years, Vacher decided to assassinate their president Callus at a banquet. Although the assassination did not go as Vacher expected, he was able to turn Callus into the murder suspect by dissolving the assassin he sent to the scene. And just recently, Vacher attempted to frame Linny as the culprit of the serial disappearances case, using a similar method. However, his attempt to frame Linny failed, and the power of water from the primordial sea became public knowledge. This case also exposed enough of Vacher's machinations that he was eventually successfully charged in court. Thus concludes the enigmatic history of the serial disappearances case, with the truth revealed to all.
By whom? Silent applause! Could you not put in a can you not put in like some kind of
the charges against Mr.
stock
Vacher.
applause effect in there or something? What the fuck? No, that was so awkward. Why did they do that?
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Vacher is guilty.
Guards! Take Vacher away.
Good. It's what he deserves.
With that, the serial disappearances case is over now.
We really just witnessed history. Who would have thought the true culprit would be such a polite and well-spoken guy?
Yippee! We helped Navia bring the bad guy to justice! He's hurt so many innocent people and now he's finally getting what he deserves. Huh? Are you okay?
Navia. Thanks, Farina. You really did a lot here. I say with love in my
Mademoiselle,
heart
you were
for her.
absolutely brilliant.
The day our late boss had always hoped for has finally come. You can rest easy now, knowing justice has been served.
Yeah. Yeah. It's finally over. It's all thanks to you guys. And my partner. See, Papa? Spina di Rosula's still doing well with me at the helm.
Well now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served, past wrongs have been righted, and it's a big ol' happy ending. Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide. Either way, I've still got some business to attend to. So, if you'll excuse me...
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
What now? None of this has anything to do with me.
According to court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge against you, a verdict must also be made regarding the initial charge before the trial
Oh,
can
come the
conclude.
fuck on! Are
Come
you
on.
joking?
Is this really necessary? Haven't you already caught the real criminal? Isn't it time for side characters like me to exit stage left?
Please respect the laws of Fontaine. This has always been the rule.
All right, but this sure is a lot of hassle. All I need to do is stand over there, right? Let's just get this over with.
Who the fuck even charged him in the first place?
Through evidence presented in the public trial that was just held, it has been established that Mr. Tartaglia has no direct connection to the serial disappearances case. The guilty party has been identified, and thus it is logical
Girl,
to suppose Mr.
what are you
Tartaglia
doing?
is
Just let
innocent
him
of the charges. We now turn to the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale
What
to
if
render the final
Bro.
verdict on the charges.
No. What if the oratrice is like, boy, you guilty? What if they do that though? No.
According to the judgment of the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale, Mr. Tartaglia is guilty.
No!
Hey! That's not funny! Didn't you just say I'm supposed to be innocent?
No!
What's with this verdict? Is your justice machine malfunctioning?
Huh? This has never happened before. The Oratrice actually returned a different verdict from the Chief Justice.
This is rigged! This is so
Heard
rigged!
of an innocent Fatui Harbinger? Do you think the Oratrice might have just convicted him on general principle?
General
But weren't the charges about the serial disappearances case? No matter what else he's guilty of, it shouldn't affect the verdict in this case, right?
Child has been declared guilty by the Oratrice. Just what is going on here?
I must defend my boy!
The judgment of the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale is, by law, the final verdict of the court. We must accept the guilty verdict.
But this doesn't make
Guards,
sense!
Please take the suspect into custody per court protocol.
No bullshit! No! We just presented evidence and shit! What are you talking about? It's broken! Fix it! Oh my god.
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke.
What a joke!
You've got your rules. Well, I've got mine too!
Stop it! Stop it! Why are you Look at his stupid harbinger, stupid outfit! What is he doing? Girl, what are you doing?
He's activating his spell legacy!
No, child! Don't do it, child! No! Oh my god. What the
I am
fuck?
sorry. If you have been wronged, we will find the truth.
No!
The rules of the court must be upheld.
No! What? My boy!
been cleared already?
Apologies. This is also the first time I've encountered such a situation. However, according to the rules established at the conception of Fontaine's court system, the Oratrice's judgment is the final verdict of the court.
Bullshit!
All I do is
Bullshit!
follow court
I'm gonna
procedure.
break him out.
As for
I'm
why
going
the
to
Oratrice
jail
arrived
right
at the
now and I'm
conclusion it
breaking him
did,
out.
You should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me.
I will, cause you stupid. If even the Chief Justice doesn't know, we have no choice but to ask the Archon herself. I'm sorry. Didn't we just say to find someone more knowledgeable than him? Why are we going to the Archon? I love Farina. I love her. But that seems a bit contradictory, you know?
Why are you looking at me? I had nothing to do with it! I don't know what happened there either. Hey, stop staring at me!
What does Lady Farina mean by that?
No, baby girl, I don't blame you.
She says she has no idea either?
Oh no.
But that's impossible. Didn't she create the Oratrice herself?
Yeah, so are the verdicts reliable or not? Can results like this really be called justice?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
My dearest citizens.
Hey, there's a viewpoint down there.
Did you really think we'd allow an incorrect verdict to be handed out in this court? Did you really believe that the
I'm like
judgment
not
could be
over
mistaken
that.
or be the result of some sort of random mishap? Don't tell me you thought even I had been blindsided by the Oratrice's result.
Yes.
The way she looked just now, it was pretty obvious she had no idea what was going on.
Oh, Farina.
However, given the state of things,
Oh
I
my
shall
God.
give you an explanation. Everything that just took place,
Farina.
including my
Farina.
supposed shock and bafflement,
Farina.
was a part
Stop.
of an elaborate
Farina, just stop.
performance.
Don't.
With every action meant to stir up drama and
You're making it
excitement.
worse.
And, of course, for every performance, there is a script. Everything has unfolded exactly as I expected from the very beginning. As the embodiment of the very concept of justice, the Oratrice shall never render an arbitrary judgment. If you thought Child had nothing to do with the serial disappearances case, it is only because you've been blinded by the superficial appearance of innocence. Everything he's done, not to mention the danger
What
he
are you
poses,
talking
are beyond
about?
ordinary comprehension and
What are you
completely
talking about?
unforgivable.
What do you
All
mean?
shall be revealed in time. You will come to understand my noble intentions.
Arena's literally
as well
putting on her
as the
clown nose right
absolute
now.
correctness of the Oratrice's verdict. Now, having said that, although I hate to leave things hanging in suspense, it is now time for this performance to end. As the lead actress, I shall be the first to take my leave. Toodaloo!
So she chose to make her escape after all, did she?
God, girl.
So you're saying we shouldn't put much stock into what she just said?
She probably just put on that performance to save face. As for the truth, it's unlikely that she actually has any idea.
So precious. She's so precious. I love her so much. You don't even understand the love I have for that girl. It is just, it's so vast. It's so special. Way to pull a rug out from under her.
However, please be assured that I will continue to investigate this case in a personal capacity. Just as I promised, if the judgment has been incorrect, we will do our utmost to clear his name.
All right. Even though we feel pretty badly for him, we'll take your word for it for now. After all, he's done plenty of bad stuff.
No!
So he should have known he'd go to prison someday, right?
No! He's innocent in this case. Don't worry about it. Bye! And then I broke Child out. Look at him, he's free. He's free and everything's great. Prison is a great environment for him. I'm sure he'll find plenty of people to fight with. Oh my god, he's free! That's so crazy! That's so wild! He never got his jewel.
Hey, what
and he
are you
didn't
doing?
want a
Quick,
jewel.
stop him!
That's true. Actually, that's true. Wait, huh?
Traveler! Hey! Traveler!
Marcel?
Marcel! What are you doing over here?
Stop resisting arrest! Cease, or we'll add another charge to the list.
No, wait! I just want to ask the Traveler something. I'm not looking to run away. Please, please, just let me ask this one small thing.
Go on.
Thank you. Thank you. I was being led away when I finally realized something. Where did you first hear the name Vache?
Cool. The river.
I erased all records of that name. So, unless...
Are you still trying to prove your innocence? Give it up. You've already been convicted.
Have we? Because I think Child is convicted, actually. Yes. I met her.
Really? You did? You're sure? You met her? But how could that be? How did you manage to do it?
It was around the Fountain of Lucine. Something to do with my sensitivity to the hydro element.
The Fountain of Lucine? Then she's been so close to me all along. And I just never... Please give me a chance to talk to her again. Just let the Traveler take me to the fountain to see her one last time.
No.
This is the last request I'll ever
You
make
don't
in my
deserve
life.
anything. You
can
don't
do whatever
deserve
you want to me
anything.
afterwards.
No.
I don't care.
The point of punishment is to be
Give an
punished.
inch and you want to take a mile? Do you think serial killers get to make requests like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Paimon agrees. Why should we give him what he
Sorry,
wants
but
when he's already done
nah.
super terrible things?
This request, is it worth as much to you as your life?
Of course! Wait, no. It's worth even more than my life.
Girl?
Humans, will they betray the instinct to live just to satisfy spiritual needs? Very well. I will grant your request.
Your Honor,
Are you
I fear
kidding
that-
me?
I will go with him. You do not need to worry about any escape.
In
Girl.
that case, I shall leave him in your most capable hands, Chief Justice.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I guess never mind. Who is joining me? Go away. There's important cutscenes happening. Do another one.
Is this the place? You said she's here, but what do I need to do to see her?
Back then, I drank water from the primordial sea. It heightened my sensitivity to the hydro element.
Yeah, and even Paimon could hear her after drinking that thing. Didn't you just drink a lot of it on the stage as well?
You did.
Oh, in that case...
Vache!
Ah!
Yes, that's it! So you heard it too!
Vignier, it's me! It's me, Vache!
Vache? Vache?
I'm here! Where are you, Vignier? I'm coming for you. I'm finally here for you.
No, you're not.
Wait! Be careful!
No, you're not.
Wait!
Vignier, is that you? It's me, Vache!
Are we actually
Vignier.
letting them meet? Girl.
Vache? Why did you come?
Didn't I say? You don't need to look for me. You look a lot older than I remember. How long has it been?
It's been more than 20 years. I've suffered for over 20 years since the day you left. All this time, only the thought of bringing you back has kept me alive. Nothing else mattered to me.
Clearly not those victims.
I must be dreaming. Who would have thought I'd get the chance to tell you all of my feelings like this? Vignier, you are my everything. I really don't know how I could live without you.
But Vache, if you ask me, this world
It's been
would
1
be better
week.
off without you.
What are you saying?
If not for you, I would have finished my law degree and probably become a top-tier attorney one day.
No fucking way.
If not for you, I would have continued to
No
pursue
way.
my love of the arts.
No
and my
way.
works would have been displayed in the Palais Mermonia itself. If not for you, I would at least have been able to take care of my
Oh
mother.
my god.
And she would not have
She's
grown
roasting
old
him.
and died alone.
No.
With
What?
nothing but the tears on her cheeks. It's all because of your selfishness, Vache. It's all because of you.
Yeah, get his ass.
You... Wait, you are not Vignier. Who are you?
You're right. I am not Vignier. I am the sacrifices. Every woman who died by your hand, as our bodies dissolved, our consciousnesses flowed back to the primordial
Oh,
sea.
fuck him up. Fuck him up. Come
Our
on.
thoughts circulated endlessly within the primordial sea, and we were no longer individuals. But
Yo.
we became one, just as streams of water come together in the sea. I'm Cressy. I'm Lemony. I'm Azine. The only one I am not is Vignier.
Ooh.
Why? But then, where is Vignier?
Dead.
She doesn't want to see you anymore. Every tendril of her consciousness is avoiding you.
Ooh.
This is what you get for your selfishness. Your selfishness robbed us of our lives and our futures. You said time and time again that you'd do any and everything for her. But did you ever consider whether she'd want to see you do the things that you did? If she would despise you for what you became? You are a liar, a heartless murderer, and a cowardly narcissist.
Ooh.
The only thing you are not is Vignier's beloved.
Ooh.
From the moment your
Oh,
first
this is some
victim
good
died
shit.
And her consciousness merged with
Oh, I
Vignier's,
like this.
she has had nothing but pure hatred for you.
This is some juicy shit. It looks like I didn't meet Vignier back then either. They must have wanted me to lure Marcel here from the very beginning. Ah! I love that.
No. Vignier. She can't hate me. Let me see her. Please. Have mercy.
You still don't understand.
Just like,
When I said
just
don't
squish
look for me,
him.
that came from the real Vignier. She really doesn't want to see you anymore.
Ooh.
But on top of that, she also said that because it's her final drop of pity for you. She said that because she knew that if you did come here, we will show no mercy to you.
Ooh.
Vache. Vache? Vache.
Oh my god. Get him.
Drown.
Yes! Oh my god. Oh my god. This is some good shit. Later, the guards find the culprit of the several disappearances of young women. Oh, fuck, I didn't read that. I didn't read that! Several days later, I'm guessing he drowned. I'm guessing they found his dead, drowned body. His stupid dead, drowned body. And it's raining. He appeared to have died from a massive fright. Yes.
Gosh, it's really been a long time since we've been able to relax.
Shopping is stressful in its own way, though. My legs are killing me. I'm going shopping while Child is in jail. I'm going shopping. I want to see him. This is so like me. Of course I'd go shopping when someone is in jail.
Well met, partner. I knew something great was going to happen when I woke up in such a good mood today.
Even this weather can't put a damper on the demoiselle's mood.
Yeah!
It's a pleasure to see you both again.
Oh, Silver. I love them. I love all three of them so much.
It's been a few days. Paimon's already started to miss you.
Peasants and Fontaine are
Now that I believe. I'm easy to work with and always bring home the bacon. Who wouldn't treasure having a partner like me?
While he's in jail. Yeah, like some
Sounds
fuzzy
you're really
handcuffs.
enjoying life these days, Navia. What have you been busy
Comfy
with
cuffs.
since the trial?
It's just been one thing after the other. I've been making non-stop trips between Poisson and the courts in Sen. Everyone from Spina di Rosula organized a memorial for my father. We never held a memorial when he first died, since everyone knew that even if we held one back then, no one was going to come. This time, though, everyone in Poisson, and even many people from the court, all attended.
So his name's definitely been cleared now. That's what we like to hear.
It's been the dearest wish of Demoiselle all along.
That blasted stubborn fool. I was right to put my faith in him. I'm so glad I didn't give up on the case all those years ago.
Things turned out as well as they could have.
Oh, by the way, I ran into Charlotte just after I left the memorial service.
Who's Charlotte?
Well, maybe it'd be more accurate to say I knew she would be there, and there was no way
that the
she'd
reporter?
just let me go.
Huh? So you know Charlotte too?
The journalist!
Charlotte? Journalist from the Steambird?
Yeah, way back when I first became the
Why didn't we
president
get
of
to
the
see
Spina di
her?
Rosula, she was all over me. Wouldn't take no for an answer. I believe the story was called The True Heart of Darkness, Secret Tales of the Yellow Rose.
I like to imagine Silver's like those anime characters who have absurdly pretty eyes when you take up their glasses. Like so much so it makes it look totally different. Oh my god, yeah. You did meet Charlotte earlier. I remember that. I'm like, why didn't we meet her right now? Because I liked her and I want to see her again.
To be fair, though, it was
We've
a
met her
really
once
flattering
in this
feature.
entire expansion.
So, we've been on pretty good terms ever since. She was trying to lean on our friendship to get me to do an exclusive piece on the serial disappearances case.
Oh yeah, she told us about that. She's
Is it in
always been super
Lino's story
interested in
quest?
that case, so yeah, her
Ooh.
wish has finally come true too.
Anyway, I told her to make sure that when she writes about you guys entering the opera house with the critical evidence, that you both sound really cool.
Now that's another thing to look forward to. We trust Charlotte's skills with a pen for sure.
Oh, and in other news, I also took Clarande out for a meal.
Oh, are you two on better terms now?
Is she getting through her hatred?
While you were investigating Vache's headquarters, Clarande gave testimony on my father's behalf. It was thanks to her that we were able to turn the tide. I wanted to thank her. I mean, there's also no point in being awkward all the time, so we took the chance to reconcile with each other.
Oh, that's great. Paimon also thought Clarande wasn't actually a bad person. It's always good to have more friends.
Anyway, now that the case has finally been solved, perhaps it will slowly begin to fade from the public consciousness. Oh, actually, there's still one last thing I need to do.
What is it?
I should pay a visit to my father's grave and tell him the truth of what happened, as well as how it all ended. And on top of that, just how much people still look up to him to this day. That includes me, too.
Miss Navia,
Indeed.
Can I come too?
Did I miss the part with Child? Yes, he's currently in jail. Hello, Black Blue.
Too. We also think Callus is a really admirable person.
He's in jail, and
Sure thing.
my voice
I'd
hurts
like
from
you
yelling.
two to share the moment with me. After all, without you, there might not have been such a positive ending.
And in that case, everyone, let's be off. Considering the recent weather,
This isn't a
we'll be
positive
lucky if
ending.
we
Child
can
is in
reach
jail.
Poisson before dark.
He's in jail.
Yeah, you're right. It's been raining non-stop for a few days now.
I'm so sad. My boy, he's in jail.
This is where my father's grave is. To be perfectly honest, even I haven't been back here for a long time.
Huh? There's someone there already. Wait. That figure. It can't be.
Who is it?
Isn't that Nervalette? Why would the Chief Justice be here? Huh? Navia?
That figure.
My apologies. I should have asked before coming to pay my respects.
Don't say that.
Sorry about that.
Oh, I was trying to say there's no need for you to apologize. I wanted to show my father how much I've grown. But
Oh,
still,
same right.
I doubt I've grown to the point that even the Chief Justice would feel
Fine, I
compelled
just call
to
him Neville.
apologize to me over and over.
In that case, I will stop apologizing for now.
You really could use some pointers on understanding human emotions, Monsieur Neuvillette. In any case, why did
What
you
about
come to
Newville
Poisson?
then?
Well, ever since that
No,
day,
I just want to call
I've been turning a question over and over in my head. Just what is justice anyway? There was once a time when I
Well.
didn't want to believe that there could be anything more important to humans than life itself. Oh, rather than that, it's probably more truthful to say I didn't believe humans were capable of resisting the most basic instinct of living things. That they could rebel against their own nature, or consider certain things to be more important than their own lives. Which is also why I didn't stop your father from beginning that fateful duel. I believed that a truly innocent man would never throw away his life like that. That there was nothing, should have been nothing more important than one's own continued survival. But Mr. Callus proved me utterly and decisively wrong. If not for his sacrifice, the serial disappearances case would have remained unsolved to this day. Mr. Callus made the choice he did for his daughter, for his associates, and for many people completely unrelated to him. And in the end, from a certain perspective, one could say that he did it all.
Shoulder still looks like. I was just thinking that, and I was like,
Justice that's higher than.
why does he have
life
such big
itself.
shoulder pads on?
So, you asked me why I came here. I just wanted to say my apologies to Mr. Callus in person. I should have noticed all of this much sooner. This regret has filled me with a sadness that has haunted me for days. That high
Days?
and mighty chair in the Opera Epiclese indeed insulates one from many important things. Spina di Rosula, thank you so much for your hard work and perseverance.
I'm sorry for being mad at you before.
Don't be sorry,
So
girl.
You're actually one of those types that's cold on the outside, but pretty thoughtful on the inside, huh? That reminds me
Those
of Silver,
types.
one of my guys.
Silver!
Sorry about that.
Yeah, but Silver's fun.
Self-expression is not one of my strong suits.
Didn't I just say you don't need to apologize?
Ah, so Navia and Neuvillette seem to have made their peace as well. Let's not disturb them for now. We can wait till after they're done. Paimon's never paid respects at someone's grave before. Did Paimon do anything rude there?
Well, you're not usually supposed to fly around someone's grave.
Huh? Oh, Paimon didn't know that was a thing. But Paimon doesn't know what she would do if she can't fly.
You're doing silly, not stoic person things. Yeah, that's it. It's the Gap Moe. That's what makes some stoic characters fun. Wow, she took it seriously.
Anyway, Nervalette is still standing around there. It's not often that we can catch him alone like this, so why don't we go talk to him for a bit? If we can't talk to Lady Farina, we can at least talk to him, right?
But I want to talk to Child. Ugh. Fine. I can at least stare at him. Here's hoping his story quest will be more interesting. The thing with story quests is I have to do them kind of accidentally, otherwise I can never work up the effort to do a story quest of a character I don't really care that much about. Yeah, we've only caught him in broody scenarios, and I'm not much of a broody character fan. I would die. You would die.
Did Miss Navia invite you to pay your respects to her father?
Wasn't Spike broody? Yeah, but Spike was also fun.
I see. Then is there something that I can
There's a
help you
difference.
with?
If a fun character is okay, so let me give y'all a lesson. Yeah, this is a lesson on characters that I like. Angel was broody.
If that's okay.
Can you shut up, Paimon? I'm trying to give a lesson here. Okay, so Angel started off broody, and that's why I didn't like Angel, right? So that right there, that should kind of give you an idea of characters I don't like. But then Angel started acting silly goofy at the end of the show, and I was like, ooh, I actually kind of like Angel a bit, right? Spike, on the other hand, did the opposite, right? So he starts off like crazy psycho guy who's just like really goofy and dumb, but also kind of terrifying, right? And I was like, ooh, he's kind of fun. I like him. Then he got broody, and then it was kind of hot because it's like, oh, the silly, goofy, scary punk boy is getting broody and soft. What is going on? Like, that showed a different layer to his character. Because when you see a character that's really like kind of the butt of a joke, but also like, you know, that kind of type, and then they get broody, it's like, whoa, you know, you kind of just, you know, it kind of hits that kind of space. You know what? That's just with me, like that part of my soul, it gets pulled out, right? But then if you have a character that's kind of stoic, and then they're only ever stoic, and like no amount of like character development and whatever can get me like I can be interested in their storyline, but I'm not gonna really care much about them as a character if they're just stoic forever. I just don't like stoic characters. I find them very boring. I like fun characters. I just like fun characters. Hytham. I'm not going to talk about Hytham because I promised I would be nice to him, remember? So I'm just not going to talk about him. I said I would be nice to him. So everything I say about him has to be nice. Basically, they need to be expressive. Absolutely. Characters that are expressive. That, like, I mean, look at Farina. I love Farina. Farina is like peak. And then Child is like, oh, he's like fun, but then it's like, oh, this boy's fucked up. Have I met Kaveh? I did meet Kaveh, yeah. Kaveh can't save him for me. Kaveh's cool. I like Kaveh. I mean, but Hytham is fine. He is good. He is a good character, and I am okay with him. And I will not say anymore.
Please feel free. Though outsiders, you helped us solve one of the greatest mysteries in Fontaine, and it would be my pleasure to return the favor.
So about Child.
My apologies. My investigation has still not reached its conclusion. However, I still believe the judgment of the Oratrice was not rendered arbitrarily.
But you also said you thought he was innocent.
For many years,
Wait,
I have
no,
been
that would
quite
actually-
aware that the Oratrice does not simply mechanically repeat the verdict that I give on each case.
No, even without the rest of what you said, I just really like the image of him eating cornflakes. Maybe he doesn't even put milk in there. Maybe he just crunches on it, like plain. Wait, that's kind of funny.
As a divinely created mechanism, the people's unified faith in the concept of justice is integrated into it. Not only
Imagine
can
everything
it
about
produce
him
the
is
incredible
perfect, and he
power
just
of
has cornflakes
indemnitium,
crumbs all over
but
his
it likely
desk. He's
also
such a
possesses
mess.
other traits, such as self-awareness. Which is all to say, I have been prepared for a situation like this for a long time.
Huh. So when Lenny told us that he heard a human voice from the room where the Oratrice's core is stored...
I was not aware such a thing had occurred. Perhaps that could serve to prove my conjecture. I will add that to the list of items to investigate. In any case, I am inclined to believe that the Oratrice does have a methodology all its own. We just do not have enough information. Based on Farina's reaction, I doubt even she had any idea what was going on. She managed to bluff her way through it, though, with her time-tested twin
Farina.
tricks of bravado and
He
drama.
hides them in his desk
While
drawer
we
because
do
Farina
intend to
eats
get
them
to
if
the
he
bottom of this,
doesn't. It's
for
his
now,
one
we
vice.
regret to say that the Fatui Harbinger will just have to bide his time in the fortress of Meripede. If we
Flint, you
did
distracted
incorrectly
me.
convict him of
I don't
crimes
even know
he
what
did
he's
not commit,
saying anymore.
we will most
thinking
certainly
of
compensate
cornflakes.
him to the fullest extent allowed by the law.
Just picture him eating
If you ask
cornflakes now.
Paimon, the only compensation he'll want is a no-holds-barred fight with you.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
This is a conversation about child. You've distracted me. Good job, Flint. About my sibling.
Your sibling? Another blonde-haired traveler? I'm sorry, but I've never seen anyone who matches that description. If he ever stepped foot in Fontaine, I'm sure he followed our laws to the letter and had no reason to appear on the stage of the opera Epiclese. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
He's so pretty. Twirls hair. Who are we talking about here?
That the sea levels will rise and everyone will be dissolved in water, leaving Farina crying alone on her throne, but the sins of the people will be finally washed away for good. Does that appropriately summarize the version you've heard?
Yep.
That's right! It was Lenny that told us back then. And that about covers all the main points.
Yes, up to the present, I think we reached a point where we have no choice but to confront this prophecy directly. Rumors have it that this prophecy is rooted in the last words the former Hydro Archon left to the world before she passed away.
A prophecy? Of the former Hydro Archon? Wow. This is the first time that we've ever heard of it.
2 parts of the prophecy have already proven correct. The rising sea levels and the ability of the people of Fontaine to be dissolved. We should be more vigilant and stay on the watch for further signs. Speaking of the prophecy, Farina has also always taken it quite seriously. Indeed, she has been collecting information and intelligence from across Tevat for this purpose. If the rumors were true, then perhaps this prophecy is the conundrum left to Farina by her predecessor.
But with Farina being the way she is, can we really trust her to solve it?
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
Oh my god.
So, at court, the bad guys referred to that special water as water from the primordial sea, but what is it really?
Truthfully, that name is already quite accurate. I can only surmise that Vacher and his ilk only learned of its nature and existence after extensive research. There used to be a special sea on the surface of this planet. The nature of its seawater was rather different from that of the sea we know today. Most of Tevat's life forms were first
Fine.
born
All the
in
love
that
comes
special
from
sea.
me.
You could say it nurtured much of the life on this planet.
So it really was where everything began. It makes sense to call it primordial then.
Why are they so...
But today, the
Why is
primordial
this so
sea no
dangerous?
longer exists on the planet's surface. What Vacher discovered must have been some kind of special case, or a remnant from a truly ancient age.
Huh. So that's how it is.
And it's like underwater,
You
though.
really know everything, Monsieur Neuvillette. But if that's the case, then why would people, at least people from Fontaine, dissolve in that kind of water?
Indeed. Why would the primordial sea, which was known to engender and nurture life, suddenly reverse itself and devour life instead. To be frank, that also doesn't match my understanding of this world and its laws. There must still be some unknown secrets around the people of this land. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
Nope.
I like how they forced me to talk about everything. Oh, interesting. Have they always let me use my D-pad to, like, go up and down in the menu?
Very
I feel
well.
like they didn't.
It was my honor to provide you with what answers I could. I very much enjoyed conversing with you. It will soon be time for me to leave this blissful tranquility behind and return to Palais Memoria.
You really are super busy, Monsieur Neuvillette. Paimon thought you only came here to pay your respects today because you had the day off.
Crime and villainy do not have the day off, and so justice must work around the clock as well. This is merely the nature of a justice's work.
All right. You've got a point. Huh? Paimon just noticed that the rain has stopped.
I think it's been stopped for a while. Is that it? I want to see Child. Oh, here he is. Do we want to watch the trailer? Let's watch the trailer! Let me just beat up these boys.
No time to lose.
I'm going in! Let's light it up!
I didn't realize I had Polestar? Hell yeah! I wasted up all of my wishes on them.
Now I just need to get my hands on the rest.
You do that, child. You do that. Okay. Let's do it. Genshin 4.1. Trailer. Ooh, Arlecchino's on. This is ether on it. Do all the trailers have ether on it? Is there no Illuminate trailer? Also, wait, what? Wait, hold up. Okay. Is there ever a Illuminate trailer? I don't know. I never watched trailers. I didn't know. I didn't know that they were specific. This is so sad. This is so sad. Okay, there we go. Are we ready? Why are we in jail? Wait a minute. One sec. Playing on the wrong track. Okay, continue.
The fortress of Meripede may seem like a prison, but it should in fact be regarded as a gathering place.
Are we actually breaking him out?
I will
Wait.
arrange false charges against
Are
you
we
so that
breaking
you may
him
secretly
out?
Investigate inside the fortress.
The truth is, this place has a lot of hidden rules.
Who are you? Who are you? Who's
All
that?
of our informants, including the ones that had infiltrated the guards, suddenly vanished.
Is that Lenny? Who's that?
Something bad will happen during lunch on the third day.
A mysterious box? A bottle of crimson liquid?
So, you know those pipes that make strange sounds? Don't ever, ever go near them at night.
Oh!
Sooner or later, all will pay the price for their arrogance.
Oh, he punches! Oh, cool. Yeah, he's got good animation.
This could get a little chilly. Time's up. Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait a minute, is he like
Risley
a
does
book
have a
user?
plan. What could it be?
Oh my
After
god.
being away from the sunlight for so long, even the terrifying depths of the sea start to feel like home.
Oh, but he punches. That's so cool.
Have to.
Lenny! Wait, he's in the
Next
cube!
stage of the prophecy.
The next stage? Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
And
Oh,
now,
no.
Another
Oh,
catastrophe
Fremy?
will soon
I
be
haven't seen
upon us.
Fremy in ages.
I mourn this turn of events. I find it difficult to express my emotions because I cannot fully understand myself.
I'm confident that we'll find the meaning of our existence one day.
Rumors saying that you were born from calamity. You inherently bring danger to those around you.
Why should we trust this species from who knows where anyway? Melazines can't be trusted! They work for Nervalette too!
There's only one thought on my mind. Only through bloodshed can their debt be repaid.
Risley, where did you take my siblings?
Even if the truth may not be pleasant, since they have no way to dispose of the leftover remains.
Ooh, is that Lenny?
They have ways to transform them into other forms and keep them in the fortress forever.
It beggars belief just how careful.
There's so many voices. I
From
can't
the
place
very
who
beginning,
everyone
you,
is.
the god Focalor, have failed to take action.
Who's that?
What are you trying to do?
Who is that?
Please don't kill me.
Oh! Arlecchino!
Means to you, answer me, Nubilet!
You will see much in the human world.
Is that
From the
Farina?
delightful to the depressing.
No, it's not.
And one day, when you have dwelt among humanity long enough, you will be placed to bring judgment over all as a spokesperson for Fontaine's past.
This is Farina.
It is unnecessary to hold me in such high regard.
I thought the shoes were her. Where? There was not a single child in that. Girl! You tricked me! You tricked me! Oh, you guys! I'm actually so sad. I'm so sad right now. We're in prison for him. No, but where was he? I'm so sad. I'm so sad. That's a lie, I'm not sad because I got like the best scene with him just now. I want to see him in chains. Bro, I would go to jail for him. Oh, bro. That was such a good part. Oh my god. The trial when he went into crazy mode. Oh my god. Bro. Why do you want to see him in chains? Don't worry about it. Shut up. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'm hungry. I'm so hungry right now. I'm really thirsty too. I have an art for you. Wait! I saw the art that you added me for and I love it. And I love it. Free my man. He did all of it, but I don't care. That's me. That's just me. Oh. Dude. I haven't seen him in so long. Part of me was like, have I just been making up what he's like? Like, do I just is he just nothing like how I remember him? Like, I've loved every single appearance of his so far, but part of me was like, maybe he wasn't as crazy. Like, maybe like all those bits about him being like, you know, sneaky and like fighty. Maybe that's just all in my memory. But like, no, my boy still got it. He still got it in him. He's all tied up. I just love him so much. He's so perfect. Okay. Remember when he tried to drown the nation? I remember when he did that. That was when I fell in love. No, that was way after I fell in love. I fell in love way before that. I fell in love the second he said, "Hey, girly." After that, it was just... I just fell deeper and deeper from there. Hey, girly. Wait! Shut up! Wait! You guys, can we watch... Can we watch it for old time's sake? Can we watch it for old time's sake? Hey, girly.
They're here! Arrest them! There's nowhere to run!
Hey, girly, hold still.
Stop! Stop!
Come with me.
Oh my god. Wait. Okay, wait. The other one. I am gonna do the other. Of course I'm gonna do the other one. Of course.
Dearest sister, I've been away for so long, I've almost forgotten the cold of our home. You know I grow restless when life is ordinary and boring. Though in Liyue, fuses of excitement can be found everywhere, just waiting for the right spark. Come at me! Not much of an adversary, but enough for a sideshow, I guess.
Bro.
Time to end this!
Now's our chance!
No!
That's so?
No, Charlie, die!
If you were smart, you wouldn't charge into unknown danger.
Please.
It'll be an easy victory, but I still won't hold back.
Stop being so smart, child.
Your brother has just been taking care of some trivial matters here, really. But Tonya, rest assured. The future that Tsaritsa desires, the future the people of Snezhnaya desire, it will be had.
Oh, I love him. Okay, wait, just one more time. The actual cutscene this time, because I love it. My life was changed forever here. Bro. 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 Bro.
Hey, girlie, hold still.
I love how he has like a basic bow with that too. It's got like a level 1-star bow.
Stop! Come with me.
I'll come anywhere with you. Okay. All right, I need to go. I need to go. I need to go right now. I forgot he did that. Oh, Rust is one of his best weapons. Yeah, well, it ain't Polar Star, so.
If it ain't Polar Star, I don't want to see it.
I'm broke, okay? Yeah, well, I was broke after I pulled for it, so that's fair. That's valid.
Master of weapon.
He's so perfect. Okay. Thank you guys for joining today. We're gonna have to wrap up now because we got random roulettes. And I'm hungry. And I want to get food. And also I want to finish that stupid library that I still haven't finished. Oh. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Good night. Good night. We got randoms and food. We got everything. We got everything. I'm just feeling so much. Child. Prison. Prison break. Prison break. I'm just like, girl. Girl. I'm feeling so much. Oh, I'm glad I saved this bit. I'm so glad I saved it. What a great Friday. We live there now with him. Oh, okay, I can deal with that too. That works for me. I can have that. Yeah, sure. We're building a life with him in prison. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. Let's just live with him in prison. It's my dream. We can be in jail. Do we have the cage emote? Yeah! Do you think he'll have a prison uniform? Oh, that would make him look ugly though. Actually, nothing can make him look ugly, but it would be ugly. I need his dumb suit. Okay. If it's orange, it'd go with his hair. No, you can't put orange and orange. Maybe if it were green, it would go with it. Because orange and green are a nice combo. Yeah, he'd make it like unnecessarily stylish though. Yeah, and it would have a scarf. No, wait. It'd be like, no, wait. He'd cut off like the midriff. You know, he'd cut off like that bit and he'd make it like a scarf. He'd be like so extra. All right. No more thinking about child in jail. I need to go leave. Farewell, everyone. Farewell. And I'm also sorry for screaming in everyone's ears. I'm not sorry, but like I have to say it just legally speaking. Or Flint will go to jail.
Good night.